rough game. I think people were starting to realize like he tall, he hella skilled, but you just got to be physical with him. And then
that's that's all of them like that for real. Yeah, getting their shit.
Yeah, he's
7'5". I seen highlights, man. Like as far I'm going back to Melo's son. I seen highlights of him. He kind of nice, bro.
Oh, Melo's son is nice. Son is nice,
skilled, man. You could tell like Pops put him on game.
Yeah.
Nah, fact.
Hey, Pharaoh, you about to take a victory lap on the receivers today or what?
Oh yeah, man. I was gonna post it on social media, but man, there's so much shit I could just go back to. I was trying to cook motherfuckers on the spy tech shit, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna have that conversation. But the receivers, yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about all this, man. This game was this shit show, man. It is what it is, man. But I was gonna say, Severe, I finally watched Tenet.
Okay, what you think?
This is the second time where I sat down. I was really trying to. So the idea, the concept was interesting. Like Nolan was hella like crazy for even trying it.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. He should have had a different lead actor though.
Oh, you just said Denzel son.
Oh, he's disgusting. He's no charisma. Just hella boring. Like you should have not. He for sure got connections. Denzel, like he's Denzel's son. Like he got connections. You know what I'm saying? Like because there's way better actors than him. I'm sure there's other better actors that don't have an opportunity. Just because he's Denzel's son, he for sure knows hella directors, and it was disgusting. But hey, man, don't forget to clock in, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Here we go.
Great Pharaoh, the gift of Troy is a fabulous fabric from the land of the 5 rivers.
Years ago, when we came to Los Angeles, I really believed that the greatness of the Raiders would be in its future.
We back. Man, we back for another edition of Around the Shield, man. And we got a special guest. This is a special show, man. Post-game edition. We are going live on all 3 of our channels, man. And definitely got a lot to talk about. Sadly, the Raiders lose another game. I mean, what we know, strategic substitutions, man. So, this is that time where they're losing with a purpose. They're losing with a purpose, I guess you want to say.
Hashtag.
Nah, for real, man. But we gonna get into the loss against the Broncos. Hated division rival, man. I hate losing against. It's an old school hate because I know a lot of people hate the Chiefs, the Chargers, but I hate the Broncos. And I seen Mike Shanahan was in the building. I hated him as a coach for the Broncos, but the Raiders can get that W. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We appreciate everybody pulling up. Man, we got everybody. Someone help peep. Oh man, hey. He is old. He is getting up there, man. He's getting up there in age.
What?
Wow, that's
right. The old jokes they're gonna be here all season, man. Especially, man, you 75 years old and you lose like this, man. The Raider fans is unforgiving.
Yeah,
they've been here since preseason for me. I'm glad y'all catching up though. I'm glad y'all on board now. Welcome.
For real, man. Bloody Raider says stinker of a game. Even Denver fans couldn't enjoy watching that. I know, man. That was
ugly, dog.
Ugly game to say the least. Dominique in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Lord Rashidus in the building, man. My guy. Good. Hey, this is a good point, man. It's a good point. Did they? We didn't really hear too much from Max, and Bowers had a catch, but it was pretty quiet after. It was a pretty quiet day from the 2.
Facts.
Butler had a sack. I'm telling you, the timing is crazy, bro. I was watching the game. I was like, oh man, Severe gonna bring that up for the show.
I said, hey, if I could pick games like I'm doing this shit, bro, I'd be smooth.
Man.
That's funny. My guy Bosco with the super chat says, salute to the guys. Pharaoh, Severe, appreciate y'all work. Hey, man, appreciate you coming through, man, and supporting the show as always, man. My guy Bosco
Steady Eddie, man.
in the building. Huey P in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up. My guy, man.
What's going
Hank,
on, good y'all?
I know, Hank. It's wild, man. Man, it was an ugly
nasty
game.
Work, bro.
Ugly game, man. Ugly game. Salute to everybody pulling up. Martinez in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. Chavez in the building. Appreciate you pulling up. LS in the building, man. Hey, man. We hanging in there right now. Chavez, Bob Chavez says, okay, bro, what we doing with Gino? Going back out. What's really going on here, man? For sure, not trying to. I think it's a combination of Gino and then I guess the conspiracy theorists out there could be like, Pete doesn't want to pick it out there to start a QB controversy early on because that's his guy or whatever. But man, today was more than just Gino, man. It was just all around effort on the offensive side of the football. TK, well, man, facts, bro.
It is hard to have a QB controversy when they all suck. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, there is that.
That is true. That is true. TK in the building. It's a lot of rookie mistakes. Facts, bro. It was the rookie class kind of showed their ugly hand today. But they need to play. Let them play. Let them get this mistakes, get that experience. But it was ugly. I'm not gonna lie. And we're gonna get to how ugly it is, especially because it's not just one game for some guys. It's been the entire season, and we'll get into that.
Facts.
Brandon in the building says yet another pathetic, embarrassing loss on Stream Live. Yeah, everybody's seen that. They've seen how bad the Raiders are, and the jokes will continue.
Yeah,
the jokes will continue. Jesus says strategic substitutions, right? Yeah.
Bro, you know what time it is. It's been that time. It's been that time.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what? That being said, let me give y'all an update. At 2-7, the Raiders are currently
where we at?
Sixth overall.
God. Well. We on Thursday. We got to see. We got to let everybody play on Sunday. See how shit shake out.
Well, right now we're tied. Well, it's true. That's true. After the weekend, it might be updated. But right now we're tied with the Giants and Miami at 2-7. The Jets are 1-7. The Tennessee Titans are 1-8, and New Orleans, who holds the number 1 pick, is 1-8. So
now, hey, look. The Jets play the Browns this weekend. All right, so there could be a possibility of a dub on their end there. I don't know who the Giants
for the Jets. For the Jets,
yeah, the Browns suck, bro.
The Jets,
Browns
Jets
suck.
that just traded their two best players.
Suck, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, dog. The Browns is trash,
bro.
The Jets.
I just watched the Browns. I just watched the Browns get 40 hung on them. They last before the bye.
But look,
by Miami.
Who's going to hang 40 on? Who the Jets got to hang 40 on them?
At least they got AD Mitchell back. Shit, I mean, like something. They defense gonna be ass. They defense gonna be ass for sure. But the offense got something.
They got AD, but they got Justin Fields, bro. Come on, Justin Fields. That's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta say, bro. Justin Fields, bro. That's all I gotta say.
They still got Garrett. They still got AD. They still got Brees. Feel what I'm saying?
Brees there, but he don't want to be there, bro. You seen Brees been posting memes all since the trade deadline, bro. Like he got his fingers on the glass, watching everybody else play outside. He like, dang.
Yeah, nah. Browns probably defense would be just enough, but that's gonna be a shit show of a game. So you know what I mean. Whoever lose that game, whoever lose that game, that's fucks us off of seeding.
Nah, I was gonna say too. I was gonna say that the Jaguars probably be the last winnable game, but that Browns game is looking ugly. But I'm just thinking about that defense because it's basically gonna be the Broncos defense all over again. But their quarterback situation is ugly.
Bro, yeah, their offense sucks.
Do you see what Nick Benito? Bro, look, the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos offense sucked. Like you see what Nick Benito basically won them the game by himself, damn near.
Yeah.
Oh, Myles Garrett gonna wreck shop. He gonna wreck shop.
Myles Garrett he just had 5 sacks 2 weeks ago, bro.
But see, this is the thing. I think the Browns' offense is even worse than what we just saw. Even worse. That's the nasty part.
They got Jenkins.
You know what?
Yeah, if they can run the ball, it's gonna be nasty.
Let's see if I can play a little bit of that. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the. So Pete was asked at the presser why Geno came back out hurt. His answer was because he wanted to come back out. and the thing is, they ran the ball like 5 straight times. It was like, damn, it's hella obvious. Like, yeah, he didn't.
Fuck it.
Bro, that's sad.
Hey, man, he making that money. Hell no. Send him back out there.
I know what Pete Carroll's like. I don't know if y'all got like family or y'all got friends where like they the youngest and they got like old parents and them old kids used to get their ass whipped. They used to get put on punishment. They used to get dogged. But by the time they get to like that 4th, 5th kid, they like, kids do whatever the fuck they want to do, bro. And that's what the Raiders are right now. Pete Carroll too old. He don't got enough energy to really like put his foot down. So the kids just running wild, doing whatever the hell they want to do, bro. And that's what it is. Like Geno just like forcing his way back on the field. People who know him is just manipulating them and ain't involved in no competition. How was Tyler Lockett the leading target getter for us, bro? You just got here last week. Like you getting more targets than Brock Bowers. You didn't have to compete. Walk right into Dante Thornton's spot.
First of all, your ass making big bucks. You goddamn right. You trot your ass back on out there if ain't nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? Like now, if he was for real hurt, by all means, I condone you sit down. You know what I mean? Let's do that. But if you can trot your ass back on out there, you got 12 picks. You goddamn right. Seize the day. Do what the fuck you got to do, bro. If you come out here, you win the game. Ain't nobody tripping about how you just played. But either way, you know what I mean? I think they trying to salvage something. You know what I mean? That it just looks like a losing effort in trying to salvage something winnable. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's exactly what these motherfuckers is doing. And to me, bro, both of them have to go. To me, it's plain and simple. After this season, Geno got to go. Pete got to go. Get a new quarterback. Get a new coach. We roll. That's exactly how I think it needs to rock like that, bro.
Well, let's get into the game. So the game started off pretty okay. Like kind of started off pretty solid, I guess. You know what I mean? In that the Raiders were able to move the ball. They were able to get a touchdown drive. But then there were some big mistakes. some big mistakes, starting with I think it was like a 30-something yard run by Genty that was called back because Besh, a guy that I was like, hey, this guy needs to be out there, and then he holds a guy that's literally away from even like it had no effect on stopping the play. I don't even understand like why rookie's going to be a rookie. He made a huge mistake. And then there was another mistake by a rookie, a couple of mistakes by Dante Thornton. The first one I think might have been where touchdown. He got called for picking I think it was like
the pick play with Trey, and that was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
And then you could argue that Genty play, they could have scored at least a field goal. At least a field goal on that play. I think
probably been a field goal.
Yeah, they would have because I think he went inside the 30. I think they got inside the 30 already, or near around the 30-yard line. On the right
35 or something like that. Yeah, 35.
Yeah. So they could have maybe at least
Carlson
scored
would
a
do us
field
a
goal.
favor though. Carlson would do us a favor. He would do us a solid.
Carlson needs to go.
I just tweeted it, bro. I cut his ass. It's time to cut his ass, bro. I'm
Carlson
done.
would do us a solid, bro.
Cut
hey, no, bro, no.
Cut his
Carlson
ass.
is
Not yet.
He's serving his purpose.
Yeah,
he is serving his purpose, bro. Carlson know what time it is.
Cut his ass.
It's what time it is, bro.
And for everybody watching, we're not reactionary to how he's kicking right now.
We've been saying that.
It's been like a kind of like I think ever since that 2021 season, 2022 season.
It's been 2 years. Yep.
He's kind of been super inconsistent. Like he'll make kicks, he'll just randomly miss extra points. It's like he just been now it's to the point where like he's unreliable. Like to the point where Pete, I know today it was super windy in Denver, but I could tell like Pete has no confidence in Carlson at all.
That's why he went for all them fourth downs, I think, at the beginning of them games.
But look though, that's what did us though. That's what did us. When we went for that fourth down, and I said in the chat, like, bro, that killed our momentum. Because AJ Cole was in his AJ Cole, our best player, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck about all this Mac shit, this Cole Miller shit. AJ Cole's our best player, bro. AJ Cole literally handed us that 7 points. That was off AJ Cole's work. That short, they pinned them back. The defense held their own. The defense did their part. That gave us a short field. That's how we scored that 7. AJ Cole had 2 in a row, pinned them inside the 3. So why are you kicking? Why are you trying to go for it? What is it, 4th and 5 at midfield? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, no, bro. Like, continue to play this field position game, bro. Like, our defense is playing well. Continue to play the field position game and hope we get in position to get a field goal or get another short field and get another touchdown. Instead of doing that, we allowed them to and fortunately, like it didn't really bite us, but like it was no need to do that right there.
Yeah, that's 100%. But see, the thing is this, just like Pharaoh alluded to, and I'm with him, bro. When it come to Carlson, dog, I ain't got no confidence when it come to anything around 50-yard range. Anything around 50 yards, bro, I'm like, nah, he not. Like, I'm shaky off that. So it's like, might as well throw the offense back out there. There's a better chance we throw the offense back out there. Maybe we get it, then this motherfucker miss. He go out there, he just gonna try out there and miss. And that's kind of where we at with him at this point right now. Sad to see, because 2 years ago, we used to call him Clutch Carlson. You know what I mean? Now 2 years ago, we was cool. Now, I don't know. Just like you said, Pharaoh, just a couple years ago, he started to deteriorate. You know what I mean? And you got to see it. You got to see signs of it a couple years ago, and now it got to this point where now he missing easy shit. So
when it started, I can pinpoint. I don't know who we're playing. I remember the exact moment it started though. Is that game? His family was at Allegiant, and then nigga
when the Vikings game.
Was it the Vikings game?
I remember
that motherfucker been trash since then. This family's at the game. He's been ass since that moment.
Didn't he miss a kick in that game too?
He did. Yes,
he did.
He was ass in that game, and it been inconsistent or ass ever since.
You're right. Damn, overnight too. Look at that.
So yeah, like I was saying earlier, man, this is the current draft order. If the season ended today, New Orleans obviously has the number 1 pick. They're at 1-8. You see Tennessee 1-8, Jets 1-7, Miami 2-7, Giants 2-7, and now the Raiders are tied up with them. But since, look, if you look at the strength of schedule, since the Raiders have a harder strength of schedule, I think that they drop down. So like right now, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like Pete's trying to win. He's going to do something to mess it up. That's why I'm like looking at all these other quarterbacks that they could possibly get later in the draft. I'm not even like going to expect them to even have it.
Boys.
I'm not mad at it because that's where the talent is at. The best talent is on defense, especially with guys like you just mentioned, like Arvos Reese, Ruben Bain Jr. Even though it's not a premium position, Caleb Downs is a monster. But
he's real though. Yeah, he's real.
The Raiders need talent, bro. They need
real
talent.
Talk.
They need talent
Real
at all
talk.
costs. But yeah, man.
Him and Jeremy Tim would be nice though.
Yep. Yeah, Palomino, you gotta. He's
not a free safety though.
Yeah.
Palomino not no free safety. They're trying to make him a free safety. That's a Pete thing again.
Because he's
trying
not
to come in and
fast.
change it.
He not fast.
That's the whole thing. He ain't got no range like that. Yeah, he ain't rangy.
Yep. But going back to what I was saying about the rookies with Dante Thornton, he had that pick play, and he also, I think, before the end of the half, he dropped that long pass from Geno that was on the money. Literally, the reason the Raiders drafted you, the reason the Raiders, and at the very least, that was your value, is a guy that can get open deep, and
Thank you, bro.
And you didn't do that. And I literally right after that play, I was like, man, Dante Thornton is having an ugly season, bro. Ugly rookie season. Ugly. Like
I hate to even sound so harsh, but it is what it is, bro. At this point, they're playing meaningful snaps, and we got to just rip the Band-Aid off because we want them to get better. At the end of the day, we can't say they'll never get better. But what it is what it is. He be out there running 60 minutes of cardio. 60 minutes of motherfucking cardio. You know what I'm saying? Just getting the sweat in. That's it. That's all he does, bro. And then like you just said, you got drafted to win deep. But my thing is, bro, you can't jump high, so you don't high point the football, right? Your routes aren't all that great. So now you're not really getting open with routes like that either. What you really can do, you're not doing at a high clip, right? And getting open deep and catching the football. What the fuck are we doing then? Right? We're just getting flags and running. That's all we're doing, dog. Like, and it's like right now, everybody was mad that he wasn't playing last week. I wasn't. I didn't see him enough. He need to sit down for a little bit. We'll learn a little bit nuance or whatever the case. But maybe you can say, oh, you got to get that by playing the game. Dog, we done watched this motherfucker for like 9 weeks. What else do we need to see? It ain't been this same shit for 9 weeks.
Yeah. No, facts. Let me 1 second, y'all. But why is it showing up here? All right, cool.
Flags and drops. Facts.
Daniel Kim says,
Flags
for sure, bad
and
teams
drops.
lose these kind of games. Good teams do just enough to win. Yeah, facts.
That's a fact.
100%. It is what it is. The Raiders are struggling right now. Offensively, it was terrible. You know what I mean? Just to sum it up, like it was just bad all the way around. When JPJ went down, I already knew it was over. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because part of what was happening early on that was giving Raiders success is like they were kind of getting some push on the offensive line. They were opening up holes. Yeah, it led to like they were pulling JPJ and it led to a touchdown. Their only touchdown, the only time they scored. But then when he went down, it was just like when did Parham go down?
I don't even know.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So I saw.
Did he get benched?
Putnam I think he got benched. So I didn't even see. I
think
even
he
know.
got benched, bro.
I didn't see nothing about him getting because Will Putnam was playing some last game too. I want to say, so he must have got benched. Like that's what I'm saying, bro.
All right.
This is
Something's weird.
Something's weird. This is favoritism stuff. And if you're not going to play why
Caleb
is
Rogers
not active?
Caleb Rogers. Thank you, dog. Thank you. It just makes zero sense.
Zero sense at all, bro. 0 cents at all. But hey,
So,
at least,
I'm trying to figure that
at
same
least we
thing
got
out.
Gentry involved in the passing game, though.
Hey, where did Putnam come from, bro? Like, where did Putnam come from? That's my question.
I was waiting for that, man. I was waiting for that.
He was a backup center. Technically, that's what he's supposed to be.
Where the fuck did he come from? Now,
he's supposed to be. But bro, you got 3 other guys that play center. That don't make sense.
Let me know if y'all noticed this, but when JPJ got hurt, to me, we lost the physicality. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like we were kind of moving him a little bit when he was in there. We scored that touchdown. I was like, all right, we got some teeth right now. You know what I mean? I could tell we trying to get with him a little bit. But after he got hurt, it looked like we started to get punked around a little bit. There's a moment that I caught during the game with Parham that some people may not make a big ass deal out of, bro. But then when I saw that moment, after that moment, he got taken out the game. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. I'm not trying to make a whole big thing of it, but it's like, you know, like, and this is little shit. Sometimes you look at little shit. You know, like when you get into the huddle, everybody, you know, dapping up. You know what I mean? Everybody like doing their little shit to get everybody pumped up. He the only motherfucker like not doing that with everybody. Like he just like, he not trying. He look like he not trying to hear nobody. And then after that, they took him out. I don't know what the fuck going on with that, but at the end of the day, he did. It looked like he got benched. To me, it didn't look like nothing was wrong with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best timing to bench him because JPJ
now,
going down now against this defensive line. Like, did he say something about your mom or something? Like, what did he do? Like, what is going on? Like, come on, this is a hostile environment, division rival. You know, obviously we're looking at the bigger picture. We're like, hey, we need to make sure we solidify this draft position. But in their eyes, they're trying to win. So if they're trying to win and this is the type of games that they play, what makes me have confidence that they're going to win long term? Because they're going to play these types of games.
Now this is where we could be cool though, right? We could be cool in saying if they do get fired after this, the only thing that we can hope is that we know that we suck. The only good thing is that these motherfuckers are so delusional in them trying to win that they don't really see how bad we are. You feel what I'm saying? So they just gonna keep trying. They gonna keep doing the shit that don't work, which means we gonna get our top 3 pick. We gonna be straight. We gonna be straight. Yeah, boy, but I'm gonna be real, bro. Denver's some cheeks. Like if we were actually a good team,
it's a
Denver
movement,
sucks,
y'all.
bro.
It's a movement.
Denver
SS is a movement.
Yeah, hashtag
y'all.
SS. Hashtag SS, bro.
Jacoby laughing his ass off. Yeah, man. He's like, whoo.
Oh,
man,
he's laughing. His feet kicked up in the Florida weather.
Exactly.
His feet kicked up in the Florida weather. He's good, bro.
Man.
Yeah, man. But
Bowers had one catch?
One catch for 31 yards.
Catch,
yep.
31 yards.
Are you fuck?
Yeah, in the first half.
3. And only 3 targets. But that being said, the highest players on our team only had 4 targets, and that was Michael Mayer and Tyler Lockett. They each had 4.
Like it seemed like we were on the field, but like we didn't do shit. You know what I mean? Like it seemed like we just had hella drives, but did nothing with them. You know
why? Because we had a bunch of short fields because AJ Cole flipped the field position. It didn't take a lot of plays, but we was out there a lot because they kept going 3 and out, and we would get a first down and then go like so. That's like we was out. It seemed like we was out there for a minute, but we wasn't doing shit.
But
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like there's some cheeks, bro. They suck.
Yeah, I will say this though, man. I think, man, like the Raiders had every opportunity to win this game. Every opportunity
100%.
from a field from the first of all, shout out to the defense, man. They played well. Like, you know what I mean? They showed up today. I know we're talking about the offense and how bad it was, but the defense came and showed up today. Kelly, he dropped 1 pick, but he got 2. He was 2 for 3. He had 2 picks, but the picks was kind of like,
Now come on, bro. Yeah, there was some layup
punts. But it was funny though because before the first pick, there was a few times where I'm like, man, like there's a lot of tip balls or whatever. The Raiders got to get one of these as a turnover, and as soon as that happened, Kelly gets an interception. But he did get the turnover.
Look, we say them as easy picks. That they thought would have caught the motherfuckers. I tell you that.
No, real
talk. That they thought making them plays.
Hey,
that they thought making them plays.
Rotated,
man, if you're a Raider fan, because I don't want to go all in because like I knew that this was gonna happen. Because they put Dante Thornton all the way up on that starting spot, and I'm like, bro, like he needs time to develop. So what's gonna happen is once people realize that he needs time to develop, meaning that like he's not gonna show up when they need it to because he's still needs to get better as a player, especially in NFL. It's the best of the best. If you got some deficiency in your game, it's gonna show up. Watch the noise is gonna be about
turn.
Dante Thornton ain't no Calvin Johnson. We've been hoodwinked. He's just going in on him.
Y'all hoodwinked yourselves.
Exactly. And I don't want to do that. But I'm not gonna lie. As a Raider fan, and we've seen fast receivers.
How have they not learned, bro? Johnny Lee Higgins. Who else? Give me some more. We got hella. We got hella receivers that
Johnny
are just
Lee
fast.
Higgins, Doug Gabriel, Aldous Whitted,
Darius
Carlos
Hayward-Bay.
Darius Hayward-Bay. Boom. More, bro. How many fucking examples do you need?
Rico Gafford.
God damn.
Oh man, Rico Gafford.
Examples up the yin yang, bro. But yet we continue to fool ourselves. You know what I mean? Same shit with this quarterback. But yet I don't think some of us have realized it yet, though. You know what I mean? We go through the same cycle with this quarterback every year. I guarantee you. Some people gonna start calling for Kyler Murray as the season ends. I already smell it. It's happening. I don't want that shit at all, bro. Not at all.
You better not, bro. It'll be a different story if Kyler was like locked in and you can like trust the intangible side of things and he's just not playing well. Like it's like a Baker situation. A Baker, like hey, the intangibles is good. And the talent and Kyler got talent, but it's just like the intangible stuff. You can't trust some of his work ethic or his leadership. Like you can't trust the other side. So like I don't want to take chances on dudes like that.
I 100% agree. That's where I'm at, bro. And he be injured this year.
Ass losses, yeah, man. Goofy, just straight goofy. A lot of goofy shit happening. Man.
I agree, bro.
Like I don't want to put this all on. Like, see, this a part of me watching this game. I'm like, man, Chip and Pete Carroll are gonna find a way to come back after this season, and not that I want them to. I don't want coaches to get fired after 1 year. Like I understand like what the situation the Raiders are in. Like as far as from a talent perspective, they're gonna need some time to put it all together to get some an infusion of talent. But like when you hire a 75-year-old coach, which we never agreed with, like and I don't know if anybody paid attention to this. I talked about this before the show started. I said, Ian Rappaport, before the game, he was like, he talked about the Jacoby Myers trade. And he said Pete Carroll, even though they traded Myers, he does not want to rebuild. He does not want to rebuild. So when I heard that right there, at like some point, like Raiders are going to have to make a decision because the coach got to be on the same page with the GM. Because I think Spytek believes this is a rebuild based off his moves, based off the offseason he had. He didn't make no type of investment. A lot of the guys that he got, for being honest, a lot of developmental guys, you know what I mean? Like I think Spytek looks at the bigger picture, but I'm not sure if you know, not even, it's not even, I'm not sure. Literally, Ian Rappaport reported that, you know, Pete Carroll does not want to rebuild. So if that's the case, that's another reason why I feel like, you know, the Raiders should probably go their separate ways, maybe talk to Pete and be like, hey, look, respectfully, might be a good time where you can announce your retirement, whatever the case may be. They need to figure that situation out. But we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to click in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. What are your thoughts on that, man? What do y'all think about Pete Carroll and Ian Rappaport kind of reporting that, you know, he inadvertently kind of reported it. He was just trying to make a point that like, oh, they're still trying to win it. But man, that's like, it's kind of obvious that like this team is like, they're not close to winning.
Right.
Not just this season, but it's just like, we don't have the firepower. Like we don't, like maybe on offense, you could, no. but offensive line, the receive, like, oof,
defense
like
has no talent. We're very far from being like a championship defense. That's number one. But I think we said this before the show went, bro. If that is truly his mindset, right? If his mindset is we're not rebuilding, if his mindset is Geno Smith is the guy even going into next year, or as long as if Pete's mindset is as long as I'm the Raiders coach, Geno will be my quarterback and I will not give him competition, I will not do these things, he got to get fired immediately, because that's not where we're at. And everybody in the shit, even Al Davis from up there, may the Lord rest his soul, sees that's not where we're at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, we all understand we are not anywhere close to a championship team, and yet we're going to continue to beat our heads against the brick wall and do these things, and we're going to continue to actually put ourselves down further in the hole trying to do that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where my fear is. I know a lot of people want to continue things for the sake of continuity sometimes and saying we can't just fire people, but my argument to that is I would like to fire somebody before they do more damage. Right, before they come up in here, and now the next coach that come in here got to start reversing things that this dude done did and fucked off. You know what I mean? And now it's a whole, and now it takes longer to get where we need to go. So that's kind of me.
Yeah, man. Look, so you want to chime in on this?
Man, we know what it is, man. Like, Pete has lost his fastball, bro. Like, this man doesn't know.
Fact.
He doesn't. He literally doesn't know what he's doing. He literally doesn't know. Like when you answer a question, why did you put your injured quarterback out there in a winnable game against a pass rush that's been getting home all night long, where he would probably have to move and buy some time? And his answer is, you wanted to get back out there. Like what? Like, bro, go sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Go take up a hobby. Just collect some stamps. Get some trading cards. Play some golf. What's that little tennis game the old people playing? What is that? What is that thing?
Parcheesi.
Nah, it's a little tennis game. What is it? I want to say not pickleball. I forgot, but go do that.
Pickleball.
Go do the little tennis game. Is it pickleball? Yeah, go play some pickleball. Yeah. Go do that.
Yeah, man. I look. It's like, just to Rundown's point, man. At the end of the day, like, we're thinking long term. If a 75-year-old coach wants to win now, which is obvious, just based off his age, we didn't even have to hear that report to know that he wants to win now. We know that he wants to win now because that's the only. He doesn't have enough time to stay for a rebuild, so he wants to. And I'm sure he didn't like how Seattle's situation ended. So he wants to leave on his terms. He didn't like how he had to step down, especially for all the success he had with Seattle. He's coming to the Raiders trying to basically prove a point that he still got it and he still can build a winner and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, realistically speaking, the Raiders are a ways from competing, and we don't have enough talent on this roster, and we're rebuilding. So if that's the case, and to Rundown's point, there's going to be some big decisions coming up, meaning getting a quarterback. And we got to make sure we make that work at all costs. And how do you make that work? Stability. So you find a young coach, and if it's a top defensive coach, you pair him up with a really good OC. If it's an offensive coach, even better. Then you can have him pair up with a rookie QB, and then they can develop that QB and he'll have some stability for the next 3 to 4 years. And you can assess the quarterback coach, or at least the coach, and go from there.
Both, you assess both at that point, because then it's you pick them, you hear shit. It's both of y'all.
And then you could start building around a young QB. It now begins. 100%. The rebuild begins. Now you can start building towards something because you have a young QB on a rookie deal. So now it's about like putting pieces around him, whether it's offensive line, the defense, all that stuff, right? Number one receiver, all that. That's going to happen over time. But when you, like, with Pete in the building, it's like, like, and the Raiders looking like they're gonna finish with easily a top 10 pick. Now it's a matter of, like, is it gonna be top 5? Is it gonna be top 3? You know, we're still trying to figure that out. But yeah, man, I thought that was interesting that Ian Rappaport pretty much confirmed that what we already knew, that Pete wants to win now, and I'm sure Spytek has a more longer term approach, because he even said I think in his opening presser or one of his pressers,
bro. He said it in April, bro.
Yeah, like around the draft, where he says he understands that this is not going to be built overnight. We're looking at we're taking a long-term approach. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he was pretty much alluding to and what he was saying. 100%. He was like, I'm trying to build this the right way. So building it the right way is that you're going to have to, like, you know, take a long-term approach to how you build a roster. It's not going to be like trying to do quick fixes and reload this and reload that. And I said this earlier today, and people were shocked. I said, and y'all can react to this. I know everybody's gonna have different feelings about this. And I said, Spytek needs 5 years. 5 years until you can fully evaluate him. And the reason why I said that is I look at the top GMs. I'm not looking at the worst GMs. I'm looking at the best. And I look at the top GMs and I look at each of their draft class and I look at the starters they were able to get, the impact players they were able to get. And I noticed that it wasn't all in one draft. Mm-hmm. It's like they got a good player here. They got a great player here. They got it. It was just over a 3 to 4 or 5 year span
now
of accumulating talent. So I'm like, if that's
real
the
quick,
case,
if you don't mind me,
yeah, go ahead.
But I do want to ask a question on that too, because I want to like add on more with those GMs. Like, did you know what coaches they had too? Like who was they coaches?
That matters too. So for example, like a Howie Roseman, for example, he came in with Andy Reid, but Andy Reid left like probably a year or two. He probably was there only a year or two into Howie Roseman's time as a GM, and then I think, and then you got, or like maybe a few years, and then he got Chip Kelly, then he got probably the current coach now.
Doug Peterson, right?
Did he get Doug Peterson. So he's been through a few coaches. He's been through a few coaches.
Right.
But the thing is, though, I'm not looking at a GM.
He's had time to do all that and acquired those players, but he's just figured out these coaches ain't the right coaches. So
right. But another thing too, what I think people get confused about, because they were like, oh my God, 5 years. Oh my God. So that means you'll give Dave Ziegler, like McDaniels, that like they're trying to like
Dave Ziegler wasn't bad, bro. Dave Ziegler wasn't bad. McDaniels was bad.
It don't matter what I'm arguing. It don't matter who it is. The Raiders need to give whoever is the GM time to build this roster, because the problem is that we're firing and hiring GMs like head coaches. Like we're viewing head coaches the same way we look at GMs, when their responsibilities are totally different. When GMs, when they make moves, their moves are based off adding talent to the roster while keeping an eye, like their main responsibility is adding talent to the roster, but while keeping an eye to the future, right? And then, obviously the day-to-day stuff and all the trades and free agency, we get that, the contracts and stuff like that. But like people are judging GMs the same way, and that's the problem with being a Raider fan. Like people, like, man, like I was going in today.
Look, I feel what you're saying, bro. I feel what you're saying, bro. Presidents get 4 years, bro. Presidents get 4 years, and if you ain't made some movements, we getting your ass up out of there. The only bum ass president that got more than 4 years and ain't did shit was Trump. That's a whole nother different conversation. But you get 4 years, bro. If you ain't able to do something, show me something in 4 years, you gotta go. He punted on this year essentially because either one or two things happened. He either let Pete run roughshod over whatever plans
which I think that's what he did, bro. That's what he did.
Or he signed off on this shit. Either way, you gotta hold that, brother.
You fucked off. Yeah,
you an accessory to this crime. So like whatever the results are this year, you the one that went out there and said, and just like we said, hey, the whole shit when we already know who made the moves at the offensive line, but as soon as Chip Kelly went out there and said Jason Kelsey, bro, you holding it too now. And as soon as fucking he went out there and said, well, Tommy Malott, he just didn't develop. Okay, now you a dumbass too, bro. Now we getting your dumbass. You accountable for all this shit. So I don't like you on the clock, brother. You punted on year one. For me, you got 2 more years max, and you got to make some significant moves in that time.
Yeah,
especially
I'm with you, Severe.
You said Spytek. You said Spytek got 2 more years.
2 more years after this. So this year.
Well, yeah. So that equals 3. Yeah, that equals 3. For me, bro, I'm kind of with that. My thing is this. It gives him more leash if Pete gets fired and he stays and he picks a coach. Then for me, it's like, okay, now it shows me how much power and control you have. The fucking problem with us right now is we're always questioning who has the power, who has the control.
Facts.
Why? I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? We did it with Mayock, Gruden. We did it with Ziegler, McDaniels. Now we doing it now. You feel what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, we don't know who's making the decisions. And when you look at all the successful teams, you clearly know the GM is bringing these people in. Like, it's the GM's job, right? Look at the Bills GM, right? He be coming out in his own pressers. He be owning whatever move. It don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did that. Or I wish I could have did that. Or whatever the case. You don't hear nothing about no coach acquiring no player. You don't hear nothing from Sean McDermott about none of that. Zero. But that's how it's supposed to be. Same with the Chiefs. Exactly. Same with all the successful teams in the NFL, bro. We continue to do things backwards. Right now, just like Severe said, maybe he was like, oh man, Pete 74, he has the experience. It's my first year. Maybe just let me de facto. You feel what I'm saying? De facto. Nah. That's on you, brother. This is $1 million job. I'm not finna let somebody fuck up my $1 million job on my watch.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So if I don't agree with the move, no, we finna talk this out. No, sir. So that's on Spy, bro. He got one more year. You got $190 million. You about to damn near have a top 5 pick, right? And how many draft picks? Like 11? Yeah. There's no excuse, bro.
11.
There's no excuse. You got to get things done this year, bro. You got to get things
we were
done.
number two in cap space last year.
Yep.
Or coming into this season.
I wasn't really this mad because this free agents was kind of ass last year.
But we didn't do nothing with it. We could have there's an offensive line. There was offensive lineman that was out there. There's other moves we could have made, and we elected not to. We elected not. So I ain't expecting this offseason to do anything. Like I ain't expecting him to do anything more this entire offseason. And it's like if you're willing to stake your reputation on letting this old 74-year-old man like destroy like your entire plan, bro, I can't trust you just as a leader in the organization. Because and the fact we knew it was trouble. Nobody we should know it was trouble when they was talking about the draft, and then Pete low-key shuts them like I think they was asking about Ashton Genty. He got to talking to Pete, was like, no, shut up. Like I knew it was trouble. I was like, oh shit.
He was joking. He was joking, but I'll say this because I don't think that's the situation. I don't think it's because if he had final say on things, then he's going to have final say on things. I think he's going to take advantage. He's not going to take advantage. That's his responsibility. He's not going to let another person make decisions for him. I think it's a situation where the Raiders, I'm not going to lie, like this as time goes on, how bad a hire Pete Carroll is, because he's getting paid reportedly $15 million per year, which would put him in he's top 10, tied for number 6. He's tied with Nick Sirianni. He's tied with Sean McVay as one of the highest paid coaches in the NFL.
Now.
Oh my God!
You don't get that much money and have no say.
So it wasn't just that. I don't know who Pete's agent is. I don't know what Pete said in that interview, but whatever he did, he got what he wanted, because I think he got some say on the roster because he has he came in there with a resume. He put down his resume. Hey, look, this is what I did, and whatever the case may be. And the Raiders were kind of like, once they couldn't get Ben Johnson, I'm sure they were like, they thought they went all in on Ben Johnson. That was the guy that they really wanted, which, Tom Brady was rudely reminded that, hey, just because you're one of the best quarterbacks of all time doesn't mean these guys are gonna stake their career on a franchise that hasn't proven to put out a consistent winner or have stability at head coach or GM. So these guys, especially when the Raiders don't have things in place, most importantly a quarterback, and Ben Johnson went with the team that had that quarterback. But that being said, I think Pete, part of the agreement for him coming in and coach, I think he has some power or say over the roster. I don't think it's a situation where Spytek is scared. Then why become a GM? What's the point of being why would you? What was the point? I don't
think it's more scared. I just think what we're saying is more bro, this is your job. This is a once in a lifetime damn near job. If you get fired from this, how hard it is to get another one. So
Yeah.
why are you even the whole thing is, bro, I don't care what you're talking about as far as, oh, I want this guy here and I'm gonna bring in this guy here. No, fuck that. No,
that's on the Raiders,
I know,
bro. I'm not blaming anybody else.
Well,
I'm not blaming anybody else.
Then that's on Mark, bro. That's on Mark.
Yes.
That's on Mark.
Yes.
Then that's
yes.
on
We
Mark.
can blame Mark, but like you can't say it's on Mark and then not put any blame on Spike Tech. Bro, this is your job. I don't. Bro, this is your job.
Nah, man,
and
it's not that simple, bro. It's not that simple,
bro.
man.
It is that simple. You're the GM,
No.
bro. Assert yourself. Look, we can't say it's on Mark and then be like, oh well, we don't want Mark involved in all. And then, well, Mark, you come resolve this issue. No, bro. You would have hired GM. You're in charge of personnel. You're boys with Tom Brady. Do your job. Don't expect me to come in here and be mediator between y'all two because you can't assert yourself. You ain't letting your nuts hang in the organization. Let your nuts hang, bro. Come out there and let people know I'm the GM. This is what I do. You handle the coaching side.
Bro,
you do the culture stuff. I built the roster, bro.
But see, look, and that's the only thing.
I disagree,
look,
bro.
And
I
because,
disagree.
Because what Severe is saying, it could be there.
No,
what I'm hearing is what just all I'm hearing is this is like, from Mark's point of view, bro, it's on him from the standpoint of, if you're a boss, right? You got to make shit clear as far as whose fucking job is who. And some, and this is the thing, it's been a pattern with Mark over these fucking regimes where a lot of people are just confused about what the fuck is going on.
So it's
like,
not confusion. It's not confusion. It's flat out weakness, bro. He straight up said, yo, when we made the deal with Ziegler and McDaniels, I let them know. You're the personnel guy. You're the coach. Ziegler did not let his nuts hang. Obviously, with Telesco and AP, we saw the dynamic there was no confusion at all, right? Because we saw how AP was looking on draft night. And this is the same situation, bro. You are the personnel guy. This is your job. We gave you the most bread in the NFL. We gave you several draft picks. We gave you all of that, bro. Do your job. Don't fall back and be like, well, this old man is telling me, like, bro, what?
He's won a Super Bowl and shit and all that.
Yeah, bro, nah, bro. Nah, he won a Super Bowl as assistant GM. So, bro, you step in, you assert yourself. That's how it goes, bro. It's bro, the cream rises to the top. You got to assert yourself. If you're not asserting yourself, of course, he's going to walk all over you because he's going to smooth talk you and he's going to push you to the side and he's going to be like, I know what I'm doing. You're a young buck. Nah, bro, I ain't no young buck.
You think that's something that's going on? So, Pharaoh, you think that there is no shot that there could be something like that going on where it's like he's just not asserting himself?
I think no. I don't think it's that. It's exactly what you said. And that's on Mark and it's also on Tom Brady and what they negotiated with if Pete was told that look, put it this way, Pete is coming from Seattle where he had final say. He got pushed out of Seattle because they were like, you know what? It's time. It's time to move on. It's time to go. Let John Snyder take over. Let John Snyder pick his coach. And they pushed him out the building. And that's and look where Seattle's at right now. They got Mike McDaniel. They're about to do something. They got a young coach. They got John Snyder's doing his thing. And that's the reason why they left. I think Pete came into the Raiders and I think he negotiated his way into having some level of roster control. He's getting paid $15 million. He's getting paid as one of the best coaches in the NFL. So right there on paper, we know that he's been overly valued by the Raiders. So it won't be a surprise that they didn't overly value his say as far as getting talent on his roster. So I don't think it's a surprise. And what you said, rundown, what you said was spot on. And prior to this year, is that Mark has done a terrible job with the coach GM dynamic. Why are you letting these coaches come here and thinking they run shit as far as the draft and have these GM responsibilities? It does not work. It does not work. Let the GM be a GM and let the coach be a coach. And you establish that in the beginning. You don't leave it for other two guys to figure it out, or you don't like for example, you know what told me everything about the Ziegler and McDaniels situation? You know what told me everything about that situation? Why did Mark fire both of them at the same time? Why did he fire both of them? Because he only valued one. And that was McDaniels. And once McDaniels didn't work out, he says, you got to go too, because you are part of, because if he valued them separately, then at least he would have had some common sense to be like, I need to keep Ziegler because he is a value to this team and bringing in talent. But he didn't have that value. If you remember, if you remember, Mark Davis made comments about Ziegler saying like, you know, I think he has a lot of growing up to do. It's like taking a shot at him.
No, you're almost there. Keep on going.
No, but
keep
he's taking
going.
a shot. But my point is, my point is,
because he ain't hanging his nuts.
In your hand, bro. You got the shovel in your hand. I'm gonna let you dig your own grave. Go ahead.
Yeah, but my point is that he doesn't establish who is who.
No,
and that's on the leader.
That's not the case. That's not the case.
Oh my God,
that's not the case,
bro.
He said it. He said it himself.
You setting it up for drama, bro. You're setting it up for failure already.
No, he said the arrangement he made that they agreed upon when he hired them was that Josh McDaniel was the coach and Dave Ziegler was the personnel guy. And if they didn't do their roles in those respective jobs, that's on them, bro. If I hire you and I put you on fries and this dude over on burgers, don't be like, oh well, I can't wrap the burger because the fried dude, he was telling me to wrap it this way. Like, bitch, I didn't put you on him on burgers. I put you on burgers. Why you letting the fried nigga fuck up the burgers? Do your job, you do yours. If they not doing their respective jobs, that's on them. I don't give a damn how much I paid the fry guy, how much I paid the burger guy. Bro, y'all each have your own respective jobs. Do your job. And don't blame me. I put y'all in y'all roles for a reason.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that simple. I agree with what you're saying. I agree with the premise of what you're saying and that they need to establish themselves. But in this situation, it's completely different. I think we got to look at what the track record has been. And the track record has been is Mark Davis has not established outside of the guy that I'm telling you, bro, he didn't respect AP as a head coach. He only did that for the locker room, and it was in a transitional year, and he knew that Tom Brady was going to come in the building and pick his own guy. Then who did he pick? He randomly he didn't pick no Champ Kelly who had a relationship with AP. He didn't pick a young GM.
Exactly.
You know what he went for? You know what he went for?
Bro, you making a point.
He went for a Telesco experienced GM, and he established that he's gonna have roster control. Like it was pretty clear, and they announced that. They talked about that.
Yes.
And then when
where
we
are
talk
you disagreeing
about
with me? Where are you saying what I'm saying?
No, but where's
the disagreement here?
No, but what I'm saying is he made it clear with Telesco and AP. He didn't make it clear with all the other guys that I mentioned. Like we didn't even talk about Mike May, John Gruden. We all knew John Gruden was running the show. It was pretty obvious. Like that was obvious. Like you give a guy a 10-year contract and he hire his own GM. We all know who's running the show.
But that was the one situation where it was different. When he hired Reggie McKenzie, who had all of the say? Reggie McKenzie. The one person that didn't have all the say was John Gruden.
He hired his own coach. He hired his own coach.
The one person that didn't have the one person that had all of the say was John Gruden, and that's because he wanted John Gruden to be the leader of the organization. He realized he made that mistake. So the next time he put two guys together that had chemistry, one guy, or he thought had chemistry, one guy was supposed to be in charge of personnel, the other guy in charge of coaching. And then he did that's saying that he all of a sudden did something differently when we've seen him do the same thing several times. That's a non sequitur. The one time he didn't do it was with John Gruden, and that's everybody knew what that was. Every other single time the GM had the control. Reggie McKenzie had control. Ziegler was supposed to have control. You already admitted Telesco had control, and Spytek should have control. If he's not a sir, so the one time we know for sure was Gruden, because and that was laid out by the contract and the length of the contract. But every other single time, the GM should have did their job. You said yourself, he was shitting on Ziegler for not stepping up. You wonder why he got fired when Josh McDaniels got fired? Because, bro, you didn't let your necks hang. So what do I do the next time I come out here? I'm hiring a GM that's going to have personnel control over the team. And he did the same thing this time. The fact that Spytek is not asserting himself, that's on Spytek.
Nah, look. I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, just because, like, at the end of the day, I think that when you hire somebody, you got to establish people's roles. You got to let them know exactly what their roles are. And I know, and we could look at the, like I said, we could look at the track record of Mark Davis and how he did every type of situation. He's done every type of situation, from, you know, the McKenzie situation where he obviously established a GM, and then, you know, hired a coach, and then he gave John Gruden all the power. And I think in this situation, especially if you look back at the offseason, I think Pete Carroll or Spytek was asked who had final say, and I think they said that it was like a joint decision. When I heard that, I was like, oh man, it's over. It's like, because you got to establish hierarchy. You have to establish hierarchy. You got to establish who's going to make.
Bro. That's weakness right there. If I'm in that press conference, that is, bro. If I'm in that press conference, you know what I'm saying? Who has final say? I am the GM of this team. I will work in concert with my head coach, and obviously I will try to cater to his needs. But I am the person that makes the roster decisions on this team. That cut and dry, bro. Cut and dry. If you too pussy to do that, that's on you. Don't blame that on somebody else.
Nah, man. Look, I think Spytek needs to pick his coach straight up. I will say that. I don't think Spytek picked Pete Carroll. We can all agree on that.
I think Tom Brady and them did.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard to say, bro.
It's not hard to say. They interviewed Pete Carroll before they hired Spytek.
It wasn't their first option. I'll say that.
It wasn't first option.
Like, as far as Pete Carroll was not the first option. They didn't. They probably they wanted. They wanted Vrabel too. They wanted Vrabel before he was about to go back to the Patriots, which would have been good. I fucked with that. That was nice. Yeah. Right. But he went back to the Patriots. Then it was the Ben Johnson fiasco. Didn't end up doing that. And then they ended up, interviewing all them like peon ass coaches before we were just like, all right, bro, like it's probably got to be Pete Carroll at this point, because it was between like Vance Joseph and who the fuck else.
But it didn't.
It was trash. It was trash.
Bro, at that point, think outside the box, bro. Think outside the box. If you're on a long-term plan, and that's, I mean, like I said, I don't, because everybody said they don't want Mark Davis involved. So now Mark Davis says, I'm cool, I'm letting them run it. Y'all still dragging Mark into this shit. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. You can't say the man, he told you, he said several times, yo, bro, I'm Tom Brady. I'm Tom Brady's running. I'm deferring to Tom Brady. I'm deferring to Egon. I'm deferring to Meltman. Like, he's referring to these guys, deferring to them. So don't try and say it's him now. Cause we're just looking at history.
We're just looking at history, and then my guy Rundown, man, he brought up Mark's name, but we were also talking about history. And then before this year, it's been Mark making football decisions. Like, it's been Mark until this year. But even then, like, you hear Mark make comments
every other time
about,
it's been a clear delineation, though. The only time the coach had final say was Gruden. Every other time he set it up so the GM had final say. Now, if the GM didn't do it, that's not the setup, bro. You can't blame me, because if I set you up this way and you deviate from that, don't blame me for your deviation. Like you can say he made bad choices in hiring the people. Hey, I'm good. Well, I'm good with you saying that, but don't blame the setup and the mix-up on me. I chose the wrong people, but I put you in your respective roles. You got to do your role,
bro. Like, hey, one of the biggest reasons why the Raiders have been bad for so long is instability. It's especially instability with the general manager, which is underrated, that we don't talk about. We talk about the head coaches, but we don't talk about the GMs, because they're getting fired at the same time as with the head coaches, which is like weird. But when you start over with a GM, you have situations where players they get let go. Players that we want to stay go to other teams. They ball out and they break out with them because the new GM doesn't know anything about them and doesn't want to put all their eggs in one basket, and they want to get their guys in the building and all that type of stuff. So, and that constantly happens. That's constantly happening. There's no foundation. Like, Spytek didn't even have his scouts in the building, because it takes like a year for him. Like, I think I think this draft was the Raiders, not the Raiders scout, but the previous regime scouts.
Telesco
scouts. Yeah. So look,
but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, because he's been scouting the entire. He worked in person, and he was the head of scouting in Tampa Bay. So like you, bro, you have your scouting reports, you have your notes, you got your hard drive with the breakdown and everything on every single player. So you at the same time, you still lay out the plan. Like that's like that's what I'm saying. Like don't like you can say you didn't have your people in the building. So if the information gathering part was bad, that's what the scouts do. They gather the information, but all the information was gathered by his people already. The people he had in place over there. So like that's not an excuse. So like I don't want to give him that pass, but like I said,
the thing is though, I just look at things differently. When I see a young guy, I'm gonna give that young guy more time to develop. When I see a first year GM, and I know how GMs, all the successful GMs in the NFL, how they move and how they've been successful, is they needed time to put together a roster. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna need more time to evaluate a GM, a coach, a little bit less time, because they're going to be looked at or judged differently. They're going to be evaluated differently. They're going to be evaluated on how they develop the how they coach the team. Are they improving on the football field? Are they winning games? Straight up. And if they don't show that in a 2 to 3 year span, then you could evaluate them and be like, all right, it's time to make a change there. But a GM, I think, is a little bit longer, and that's all I'm saying. You got to give it more time. Can we nitpick right now? Yeah, because shit is not. It's not good. It's not good right now. But I'm still gonna give it more time before I can finally say like, oh, it's all bad. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into because look, we can get into nitpicking the draft and all this type of stuff. But how long does it take to really evaluate a draft class? When can you really look?
3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
So
and that's how long I'm getting. That's how long I'm getting Spytek, bro. You on the same track, brother.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then you would have fired Reggie McKenzie after year 2.
No, because Reggie McKenzie,
you got to hit on your draft classes, bro.
That's why I said after year 2.
Well,
you know what?
What was the second draft class? I can't remember.
DJ Hayden.
No, that was trash.
No, but see, I would have gave no, I wouldn't have fired him. I said he got 3 years. He got 3 years. So it wouldn't have been after.
No, bro. My kind of rule on this shit be like, you gotta hit, bro. You gotta hit. Like if you. Yeah. So say if he hits on like 2-3 players, bro, in a draft class, your shit get extended. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you hit on 2-3, cool. Next year he hit on 2-3, you extend it for another year maybe. You feel what I'm saying? Because you at least stacking talent, but you got to stack talent.
Yeah. Spytek ain't hit on shit so far.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Well, I mean,
not a single impact player out of this draft. Not a single impact player out of that. Genty semi-impact.
Genty's good,
but he's reliant upon 5 other guys that you have to either draft or acquire right now. That's the thing. So it's like you can't maximize.
Take a running back early. Yeah.
Exactly my point. Bro, like that's what I'm saying, bro. If you're the GM and you're thinking long term, and you allow the head coach to say we're going to draft this running back in the first round, bro, I don't want to hear no excuses.
I was surprised, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was so surprised that because
he knows better, bro. Come on now, he know better.
Because it's not even, it doesn't even, Genty doesn't even go with Spytek. Like his whole, if you heard him talk about building a football team, he's talked about players in the trenches. He's coming from a Tampa Bay where they value premium positions, but that's a whole different conversation.
He helped pick Tristan Wirfs, bro. Like it's just like it makes no sense. Yep. You helped pick Tristan Wirfs. You just got Bucky Irvin, who was a Pro Bowler. What is he, a 5th rounder? Bucky Irvin was a 5th rounder, bro. Like you just did that last year. You were part of that. You literally told on yourself. He came over here and was like, man, Jason Light did the first half of the draft over there. He let me do the bottom half of the draft, which means you were the motherfucker that picked Bucky Irvin, right? You were the one that sat there and was like, oh yeah, this is a guy, and I can see the value. So you know better. So you know what it takes to really, maybe maximize another position here and see the value for what it is here. Especially, that's why I'm so disappointed, bro. Especially in the draft class of running backs that is so deep. You could, come on, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you had it all. You had it all in front of you.
Real quick, let me address the super chats real quick. Let me go ahead and address these super chats real quick, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. My guy Yo Raider says this game is the nail in the coffin for this coaching staff, in my opinion. Why put one leg, no arm, Geno out there, play after play, hoping for a 3-14? Let's go, Raider Nation. Yeah, man.
Because Geno makes the big bucks, bro. Geno makes the big bucks. You got to get.
But I should have known too. I should have known when I seen that clip. I thought it was so corny. I was just like, like, why? I don't know.
Because I make the big bucks. Yeah,
with the big bucks, I was just like, it just looked kind of like. It like, you know what I mean. Looking back,
you wasn't
at it,
feeling
like,
that, bro.
Nah, it just didn't. It just seemed kind of like overly like. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like, defend yourself. I'm not saying no, like, anybody, like, not defend yourself. You're in a situation, like, but it was just the comeback. It was just hella like, that's why I get paid the big bucks. And I was like, that's not the comeback I was looking for.
I wasn't mad at it.
You should just roast it.
He almost had me with the Seattle shit. Yeah. He almost had me with the
you just roasted the shit out of him. Look at your fit. Like, I would have been laughing at that. Like, oh, Geno roasted the shit out of him. That would have been funny. But like when he said I got paid to pay the big butts, it put a lot of pressure on him. I was like, oh, okay, we'll see what you gonna do. And then he fell flat on his face this season. Like how bad he.
Whoever he was talking to got a big ass grin on their face right now. I ain't gonna cap.
Man, no, yeah, for sure.
No, we. That was the why I paid the big bucks. That was like that's like a passing league game or something like that, right? Or a passing league game or like a high school game.
Exactly. So it wasn't even that crazy. This shit was like a flag football tournament or some shit. It was like
I don't know. He must have said something. I don't know what got him mad. Like for him to react, especially why did he react that way? Like, but it's hard for me to say because you know people be talking like at the end of the day like when people coming at you, I'm not going to even.
Bro, you be in the heat of the moment, and like you don't put your words together. Like you just like what I'm saying.
I don't know. It just that like that moment when I seen it, I was just like like it wasn't like smooth. It wasn't like man, like it didn't like it wasn't like
he better
like
get some big ski in this off season.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be tough for him. And I think right now, like you could tell, like Geno's like super. He's pressing. He's frustrated. You know what I mean? Like you see him like yapping on the sideline, like he's yelling at him. Like for like it just seemed like he's just not.
I don't know which one of y'all said it about Tyler Lockett, but you could tell like tonight when they panned over, like you could tell why they signed Tyler Lockett. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm used to Geno being on the sideline just by himself. Like Tyler Lockett too, like that for real. You know what I mean? He was talking to on the sidelines. I'm like, okay, I see why. He needs somebody to talk to. He needs somebody to get on the sidelines and go back and forth with.
Yeah, facts. My guy LS in the building says how Tom McMahon's still employed. Can't even blame the win on his facts, man. The special teams, and I was gonna give him credit. I was like, special teams coverage looks better. You know what I mean? And then the ugly head just reared his head like around, and there was a block punt, which led to pretty much. Was that their only points? Was that the only points?
I think that led to a field goal.
They like 10-7. They won 10-7,
field goal,
right?
but that's it.
Yeah, it's field goal.
So, field goal, but that's it.
Yeah, that led to like that was the difference in the loss. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I can't even blame the win on the DC miss. Win was blowing left and he missed wide right. Called his downfall in the preseason. Yeah, man, look. What I'm saying, and I think we can all agree, we're not saying Carlson should be let go just because of a miss. It's because we're seeing an inconsistency from him. And it's been a long time coming. Like it's been a long period of him being inconsistent,
it's been 2 years.
missing extra points, missing like gimme field goals we're expecting him to make. Like it's just like when we're seeing this season, guys hitting like 70-yard field goals, and you're missing like 40-something yard field goals. It's
45, 48 yarders, dog. Like come on, man.
It's like maybe it's time to get a younger leg in there or somebody else that will be better at doing your job. You know what I'm saying?
And even last week, bro, missing PAT. Like we missing PATs now, dog. Like that inexcusable at the NFL level. Inexcusable. You can't miss no PAT.
Yeah. Facts. My guy's LS again. Says watch us get a top 3 pick and take a wide receiver.
Jordan,
if they're going into next draft with the mindset of this not being a rebuild, we may as well stop watching. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, this is gonna be. It's gonna be an interesting season. The way it ends, how they're gonna address. Like, I feel like Pete is gonna come back. Pete and Chip, because their excuse is gonna be like, oh, look at this team. Like, oh, the talent. Like, it's just they're gonna have a whole bunch of things where they're gonna blame on. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna come back. I think that there's a good chance they can come back. But, you know, you never know. If they do make that change, I'm all for it, because I think we can all agree we're on the same page. Like, we were on the Pete Carroll bus, man. Like, we weren't like all in on him getting hired for the Raiders, especially a 75-year-old coach, where this team is headed. Like, we know that it's going to be I want to say a long rebuild, but it's going to be a rebuild. And I don't think a 75-year-old like matches up with that type of timeline. So we'll see how it shakes out. Space Beast with a super chat, my guy. He says, hate the coach, love the Raiders, fam. Yeah, nah, facts, bro. It is what it is, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Much love.
Yeah.
D Mokes with the super chat. He says Mark Davis also put Ziegler on blast. Y'all remember, because Ziegler was making excuses saying, because he didn't put McDaniels on blast. He didn't put McDaniels on blast until he fired him. Because Ziegler was making excuses saying he had no say, and Mark told him that wasn't the case. Yeah, man, it's just disgusting, bro. And then they like, I'm not like, I didn't even agree with. Like, I wasn't all in on McDaniels. Like, obviously, like, we all kind of like was like, damn, like, I thought he was gonna get fired after the season, but I wasn't 100% sure about Ziegler. I'm like, oh, okay, well, Ziegler's a GM, maybe give him an opportunity to pick another coach, but he looked at it as like he fired both of them. I was like, oh, okay, that's the case then.
Yeah,
I knew who you valued. You valued McDaniels. You didn't have no value for Ziegler. You didn't care.
I'm hoping Ziegler. That's not the case this year. If he fires Pete, you know, just let Pete go into the sunset, bro. Spytek's still here.
Yeah,
they weren't a package deal coming in, so you can't treat them like a package deal going out, for real.
Yeah, bro. And you know the Raiders' luck is that, like, they hired a firm to help find a coach they still hire, like, it just Raiders. It's a little bit of bad luck too with the Raiders, because like Severe said earlier about this year, the coach wasn't picked by Mark. It was supposedly led by Tom Brady and a hiring firm, which, you know, put together like a short list of candidates that we found out was like Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know that he wanted to get Ben Johnson, and then Pete Carroll, ended up being the choice. It was just like, it's tough. So I wonder with some of the guys, because there's some good names that might be available for head coach, some young names. I wonder if, like, Tom Brady's going to look at that and be like, you know what, this might be a good time to, like, you know, pivot, and then we have our choices of young coaches. Because it's not just like, because last offseason, I don't think there's a lot of choices, to be honest with you. I can't even remember.
Not really. I mean, and we didn't have a top 3 pick. You ain't had no chance to get no quarterback. You know how I go.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, man. Happy for Amik Robertson. Someone says happy for me. Found a home in Detroit. Will probably get re-signed. Yeah, man. That's one of those guys. But when he got signed, it was like kind of like, I mean, at the time we looked at him as like a number 4 corner on a team. Like, so I don't think no one was like, we're gonna pay a number 4 corner. It's like, it is what it is. Joe Brady as head coach. I like Joe Brady, but I don't think Joe Brady is stupid enough to take the Raiders job. Unless he's guaranteed to get a quarterback. If it's a guarantee. If it's a guaranteed quarterback, then I could see like maybe an offensive-minded coach. Problem is the best young head coach candidates won't come here. I think we can probably get a top defensive name, bro. What do you think? What do you think of? I know we were talking about Brian Flores earlier. Jesse Minner, Chris Shula, like the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
I like that. I mean, it wouldn't be bad.
You know what I mean? Those are guys that Oh, Rams assistant head coach Aubrey Day is an underrated guy that McVay loves. That's an interesting name. Okay. So McVay coaching tree. Can't go wrong with that. Martinez says both our team and our country got proud old. Man, you funny, bro. Daniel Kim says, my guys, man, hey, man, Daniel Kim with the super chat.
Daniel Kim.
My guys for always bringing the
Man,
real
appreciate
takes loyal
you,
to
bro.
the soil, but we need to be better and do better. Hashtag SS. Now, facts.
Facts, man. Yo, but the thing is that, like I said, bro, I said it when we fired McDaniels. It was a bad move. And people was dancing in the street. They was doing Gangnam Style. They was doing way too much, bro. Like celebrating and stuff. Like, bro, I said at the time, and people was all, come on. Come on, Severe. The people understand. It was McDaniels. Like, nah, bro. Like I said, people don't think about what that person was. They think about themselves in that person's shoes. And if I come out the gate struggling, are you going to potentially F me over for the rest of my career? It took Dennis Allen how long to get another job? Steve Spagnuolo has multiple Super Bowl wins. You can say the most recent ones were built on the backs of his defense with the offensive-minded head coach. So you can't even give Andy Reid the credit there. And he still hasn't got a second job because how bad he did the first time. Bro, you can't mess around with that first opportunity. So the way they did Josh McDaniels, whatever you think about Josh McDaniels, they did him dirty. And then I wasn't even an AP guy to begin with. I didn't even want AP. But, once you're giving him the job, you have to understand it's going to take time for him to grow into the role. And then you fire him after 1 year, rather, in the most embarrassing fashion. Like, it's a bad look, bro. It's a bad look.
Yeah.
And that's on Mark. Those are both on Mark.
I agree, man. It's like you got to be classy, bro. Like people pay attention to that type of stuff. Like they want to, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff goes a long ways. It's the Raiders' reputation which gets hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I always think about Jack Del Rio announcing his own firing. I was like, damn, I respect, like, bro, like he could have easily been like, nigga, he could have said, F you, F this. Like, I'm not gonna imagine announcing your own firing. You know how wild that is?
Exactly.
Like Mark,
that's wild.
You want to talk about like not having the balls to like do something? Mark didn't have the balls to go out to the media and to announce like, hey, they're going in a different direction. Like, why did Del Rio have to announce his own firing? I've never seen a coach do that, but it is what it is, man. Old school FCS says, thank you, Severe 100. Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go, man. He's hey, bro, saying some real shit. Man. House Junkie says, ever since the Raiders moved to LV, they have been dancing with the ugly girl. We need to change the right mindset of upper management. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. Man, my guy LS with the super chat. He says you need to go. You need to go with an offensive head coach who can call plays. You go with a defensive head coach, and people will continue to steal your OCs and kill. Look, the only way I feel like the way you can make it work with the defensive coach, hire a veteran offensive coordinator that was a former head coach. Meaning like a guy like Mike McDaniel, a guy like, if they get fired, obviously Mike McDaniel gets fired or Brian Daboll gets fired, I'm like, hey, that's a perfect situation because they're not going to be going. It's not like people are going to be knocking on their door to make them a head coach because they've, it's hard for guys to get a second opportunity.
Mike McDaniel's the OC. I'm with that, bro. Mike McDaniel's the OC. I'm definitely with. Now, as far as a head coach, nah, hell no. But OC, he's tough.
SoCal says, stop it, Severe. McDaniels is trash as a head coach. I don't think he's arguing that McDaniels wasn't a good coach. It was just the way the Raiders handled it. That's the point that he was trying to. That's the point that you're trying to make, right? It's the way the Raiders handled the situation, which sends a message to everybody else, like, whew, if they don't have everything in place, I'm not taking that job because they're gonna do me like they did McDaniels. Right. Because they're not gonna be understanding to, not having a quarterback. Because that's not what AP didn't. He didn't have a quarterback, or he didn't have all these things in place. They're just gonna care about wins and losses. And if that's the case, then, coaches are not gonna want to come here unless they have things in place, like a talented roster or a good head coach or a good a quarterback. Yeah, bro. Del Rio was done dirty. And whatever you want to think about Del Rio, I was like, damn, like, Whew,
for
like
sure.
that was
For sure.
wild, man. That's wild. So it's a track record with Mark though, man. But it is what it is. Del Rito screwed us by not rehiring Musgrave. Yeah, that was a bad decision.
That was Carr though.
Yeah,
that
for
was,
sure.
That was
But
on
that
Carr.
was with Carr too. That was Carr too.
But he's the head coach, right? He makes that decision, right? He makes that call, right? So you know, he's
head coach quarterback relationship is just that dynamic. That's on both of them.
Yeah. But I at the end of the day, like you can see Carr plays a hand in it with him also influencing the decision, but like Del Rio has the final say. Like, and I think his contract expired, so it's not like he fired him. He just didn't bring him back, and he just went ahead and promoted the QB coach,
Todd Downing.
And I remember I told my boy because he became OC for Tennessee a few years back, and I was like, get ready for the worst offense you ever seen in your life.
Yep.
And it was he came back and told me like, bro, you were right. He was terrible, man. The offense was terrible. And then I think at the time Vrabel had to take over play calling. Vrabel, defensive coach, had to take over play calling. And then the rest is history.
Wild.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, it was a tough game, tough result today. I mean, obviously we're looking at the bigger picture. We're talking about coaches and the draft position and decisions that were made over the offseason and things like that. But obviously today was a tough game, tough loss. The Broncos, I mean, their defense ain't no joke. I mean, like that front seven, that defensive line, Hufanga was the safety I wanted, but like the Raiders were in no position. I want to say they weren't in no position. They just didn't want to take any risk with a guy that was injury prone. Because is the linebacker
coming off an injury too? Yeah.
Is the linebacker from San? Because they got the
Dre
linebacker
Greenlaw?
from San Francisco. Yeah,
He played a little bit today.
He hurt.
Yeah, he played a little bit.
Today. He been hurt like 4 or 5 times this season, bro.
Yeah, so,
I'll give rundown this.
Yeah,
though.
bro. He
Rundown
played
said
today.
Nick Chubb. I'll say rundown point on Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb doing cool with the Texans. He ain't been hurt yet either.
Oh, see, yeah, bro. At least, but Chip Kelly don't want to use Mostert for some fucking reason. He don't want to use him. So I don't know. It is what it is. Him and Genty would have been nice though. That would have been pretty nice. They would have played off each other, not bad.
Yeah. I mean, Tom Telesco getting fired after. I'm telling you, firing GMs after 1 year is worse than firing a head coach after 1 year. It's way worse because their job is long term. It's not. It has nothing to do with like just winning on a football year one. It's like they're going to be drafting guys that need to develop. Like it's just. And the fact that he was able to bring 3 starters on the team that are like clearly starting on this team with Glaze and Brock and then JPJ. It's like it's kind of obvious like those guys kind of being on the team because of Telesco. But it is what it is, man. We appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So any like last thoughts as far as like this game, like. Any thoughts that you've seen? I mean, I know I talked about Dante Thornton, the rookies kind of struggling, the penalties, the mistakes. They kind of showed their ugly head. Lockett was kind of involved a little bit more than last game. I know that Besh was out there, but I didn't really see one. I think the only target he had is when Pickett came in the game and threw a pass like behind him a little bit, and it was incomplete. That's the only time I seen him. Like he's. Yeah. Like, bruh, if Besh is a bust, like, whew, that's gonna be tough, man.
Oh, that's then Spytek has to take a hit there, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like Spytek's gonna take a hit as far as like going on that, and that makes your draft class stock go down. You feel what I'm saying? It's down -10. That's a second round fucking pick. So he's gotta play. Who knows what's going on with him, bro. Final thoughts. If what you were saying is true and Pete is just continuing to try to bang his head against a cement wall and continue to win and know we're not there, bro, I think it's time to get him gone. You got to get him gone, man. Get him up out.
What, with Pete? I mean,
yeah, I think you got to get Pete gone, bro. Get Pete gone. Spy I keep. Spy keep.
You say you keeping Spy?
Yeah, I'm keeping Spy.
Oh yeah. No, that's not even a question. That for me, that's not a. I don't even think that's a question. Like to keep Spy. Like I think the question is like, is Pete at 70? Like if it was a younger head coach and the Raiders were going through this, like I wouldn't be talking like this. I'd be like, you know what, they need to, continue to build, add more talent or whatever. It's a clear rebuild. You got to get. Like I would be talking like that. I wouldn't be talking about the coach. The only reason why I'm talking like this is because of Pete's age and because Pete clearly wants to win now. That's the only reason why I'm like, man, like the Raiders kind of put themselves in a corner when they hired Pete because he only wants to do one thing and win now. What happens if it's a rebuild, and it's just like now how are they going to be on the same page? They're not going to agree on the moves. They're not going to agree on the type of players to bring on the roster because certain guys are going to be ready to play now and some guys are going to be ready to contribute later. You know what I'm saying? And it shows too because, Pete hasn't played a lot of the young guys this season. He's a lot of the times like the guys has been inactive. It is what it is. Oh yeah, most are missing that blitz pickup was nasty. Yeah, that was ugly. How did you think Geno handled that?
Well, sometimes you do gotta fuck around and tell somebody like they did fuck up. Like, come on, dog. He right there. Like, what are we doing? So on that one, I wasn't too mad on that one. It'd be the ones where Geno, like, you clearly fucked up, Geno. Like, and you're pointing and you doing all this demonstrative shit. Like, bro, stop, bro. You clearly, just like last week. That last week was one of those ones that pissed me off. He threw that pick with Mayer, and he like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Stop that, bro. Like, why are you doing that, dog? And then you got people arguing with me on Twitter talking about that really is on Mayer because he got to come back to the ball. Dog, when you look at the fucking play, bro, he's going to come back to the ball and gain 2 yards? What are we saying? We're like, bro, stop. Like, I hate when that shit rears its ugly head. Today, I'm like, it is what it is today, bro. People was fucking up for real. People were dropping balls, not picking up blitzes and shit. So it's like, yeah, today I understand it.
Right. V Bazia says Jack Bash runs like Forrest Gump. He's unfiltered gutter trash. I know that rundowns, guys. He's going in.
He
said unfiltered gutter trash. Damn, that's pretty disrespectful, man. I ain't lie, I ain't never heard. I haven't heard that one in a minute, man. If at all, like unfiltered gutter trash,
that's
like
bad.
that's a picture that you painted right now. That's disgusting.
Right.
Yeah.
I told people.
Yeah. Like, but and I understand. I
what Trey Taylor was buying.
What it is, bro. But it's like. I understand how people don't like Bash, and I do get that because he's a second round pick. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like I can't fathom the fact that it's like it's all him.
Jason
dog.
Marshall, my
why
goodness.
Does Thornton get to have? Why does what he said? Most of
my God,
damn.
No, that's not what he said, brother. That's not what he said.
So all I'm
what did he say? I need to see what he said.
First of all,
reread it. Reread it. That's what he meant, maybe.
Yeah. He just Jason, man. We just gonna let that slide. We're just gonna let that slide, Jason.
That's wild.
That's wild. Slide, Jason.
That's
wild. Raider Alex says, shit, I wish Best ran like Forrest Gump. That motherfucker ran a 4.3 at Alabama All-American. Yeah, that's true, man. The real Forrest Gump, he can run like the wind, for sure. Martinez says, bro, we just need to start from scratch.
Why? I don't know. It'll be a whole other segment to show you talking about that.
Yeah, man. But rundown, man. Appreciate coming through, man. Great conversation. Great show. I know we got into it a little bit as far as like the whole dynamic with the team and the coaches and all that type of stuff. We're gonna have plenty of time, obviously, this season to talk about it because that's all we're gonna talk about. Just because the season is terrible, and then we're gonna be getting into like we didn't even get into some of the guys that we liked. You know what I mean? There's some games this upcoming week too that that it might be good to watch. As far as quarterbacks, college QB. I'm talking about college, man, college.
Okay,
College, man, college.
For sure, yeah.
You know, it's college. You know, we got to start
Say,
evaluating.
no,
now,
no winners. No, nobody.
Exactly, man. Hey, man, run down. Let the people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Cole had that punt block though. J. Cole, he was an early winner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Probably AJ Cole, probably the only one. As far as me, bro, you know, catch me here at the Raider Rundown. Think about doing something tomorrow. You know, usually do a show after, or you know, the day after the games. You know, basically running it all down, man. You know, breaking it all down. So I might do something then. Maybe do something Saturday, but for sure, you know, tap in with me on Monday, man. We'll get back to it. But just go ahead and tap in at the Raider Rundown. Sometimes I go live, sometimes I don't. Just tap in with me, man.
For sure. So yeah, man, we about to get into the NFL picks, and we're gonna get up out of here. We'll tap in with a rundown soon, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Hey, much love again, man. I'm about to go get my ass in this bed. Y'all already know what time it is, man, after the stink of this defeat. So hey, I'm gonna tap in, bro.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, man. Well.
All right, man. That was a rundown, man. Appreciate him coming through, chopping it up. We're going live on all three channels. So if you haven't already, make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Man, tough loss, I know. But man, we got some updates here, man. So we gotta take a look at some of the wins and losses here from last week, NFL Pick'em games that we do weekly. Give me 1 second here. If you want to, Severe, if you want to hit up the chat real quick.
Yo, LS, that's all I'm gonna say. LS, ayo on that one. Remember when Dick Vermeil take on Warner being held responsible for a fumble that wasn't his fault? Gino points fingers on 50-50 plays. He's a scab. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, as a receiver, you are taught to come back to the ball, but it's still a throw he shouldn't have made. I think he misread the coverage. So you know, he got another ball batted at the line of scrimmage today, much like he did last week. You know, to lose us the game. So, you know, Gino just hasn't played well, man. And the fact that we keep throwing him out there, he was hurt, bro. Just at that point, that's the perfect opportunity for you to say, okay, well, dang, let me take a look at Kenny Pickett real quick. Like, you know, like that was a perfect opportunity. If they're really trying to win this year, if Pete Carroll is really trying to win, then that was your opportunity to do it. But instead of doing that, you know, he'd rather be loyal to his guys and actually go out there and try to win the game. So, and that's been our downfall since before the season. You know, people just didn't know it at the time. But now we kind of see him showing loyalty and fealty to people that he has relationships with or has blood relations to. Like, he prioritized that over actually finding the most and best qualified people. So it is what it is at this point. You know, that's going to be his downfall. It's unfortunate that he's dragging the Raiders down this season. Hopefully the silver lining is that, you know, we end up with an elite player in this draft. And as I said before, you know, it's not about just the first round. When you pick high in the first round, you pick high in every subsequent round as well. So that gives you the kind of flexibility where if you have a high second round pick, if you see a guy falling in the first round, a quarterback possibly, right, you can do the thing. I think the Giants actually did it with Jackson Dart, where they moved into the 20s and picked Jackson Dart. Like, that gives you that ability. Now, if you're picking, you know, if your second round pick is like middle of the pack or in the back half of the second round, like, that second round pick isn't as valuable. So it's going to take a lot more for you to move up. And a lot of GMs, you know, they're risk averse, or they like to accumulate resources. They don't want to really spend resources. So that'll make them less likely to make those kind of moves. So like that's why people talk about not tanking or throw that out the window, bro. Like I said, I would never have a coach purposely lose. I would never have a player purposely lose. That's not what you do. It's all about #SS. #SS.
Facts. Let me see here. Go to next here. Let's go. Blocking became a mess when he got hurt. Man, it's hard watching this team late. I didn't feel like this is a mid-2000s, maybe because I was grown, but damn. Yeah, man, it's pretty ugly. Schrader. That's crazy. Yeah, man. So we might do this in the future shows. Raider Rick, man, appreciate you even asking. And we have people asking in the past, like we're gonna try to set up a line for people to call in.
Yeah.
And then y'all could chime in and chop it up, and we can have a conversation with y'all, man. We love coming on the show and the chat. So yeah, we're gonna have a different outlet for you guys to call in and just tell us your thoughts. Obviously, if you disagree with us, agree with us, or just want to talk about the Raiders, man, we'll have a line where you can call in, and we'll set that up in a future show.
Exactly.
Let's see. I'm starting. You ready to address this comment?
Nah, it was the one before that. I'm starting to think we need to tank, especially if we lose next week. I like trying to make a play for the playoffs, but if we get mathematically eliminated, tanking becomes an option. Like, we're essentially mathematically eliminated already. I think we have like a 2.4 chance to make the playoffs. Like, come on, like this. It's astronomical ability. To make the playoffs. So right now we're 2-7 right now, right? Yeah, we'd have to win out. We'd have to win us. We couldn't seriously have a chance because that 10-7 record likely doesn't win us the AFC West. To be honest with you, the Chiefs or the Broncos potentially gonna have a better record than that, and it's likely not gonna give us the wild card either. So we have to so it's almost impossible for us to make the playoffs. We need to win out, and we have to hope the other team stumble, and that's a lot to ask for. So at this point, and if we even make the playoffs, like what are we gonna do in the playoffs? You feel me? It's like
it's gonna be tough. LS is my worst week of picks. 9-5 is no good. Hey man, it's a good week for me, man.
Exactly, this is one of my better weeks.
It's keeping me alive, man. I'm hanging in there. LS. Gino didn't want Pickett to play. Gino knows Pickett would have shown everyone he can be just as ineffective as Gino on a cheaper salary.
Hey,
that's a funny point, man. Because no one can say that you're lying.
You wasn't picking them favorites. That's what happened, brother. You wasn't.
That's funny. That is hilarious. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go here. Gino stayed in. Gordon got a question for you, bro. You got a question. What QB do you guys like in the draft? None of them wow me.
Dante Moore is like my favorite. I like Ty Simpson, but I just worry about really only having 1 year of starting experience. That's troubling. It's even like the guys that we think about, like the best guys, they at least had 2 years of starting experience. Maybe it was a one underwhelming year and then a subsequent really good year. But Ty, I can't think of a single successful NFL quarterback that only had 1 year of starting experience at the collegiate level, especially in the modern NFL. I mean, maybe you could think about somebody. Well, this guy from Sam Houston State did maybe somebody way back then, but I can't think of a single guy in the modern era. So that's scary.
Dante got pretty much a year. I mean, he got a little bit more than a year. Like he
got 2 years. Yeah, he got almost 2 full years.
Of playing? I don't think it was 2 full years though.
It's almost 2 full years. It's gonna be like a year and like 3 quarters
of starts.
Yeah. He started most of his true freshman year, and then he sat a year behind Dylan Gabriel. But he played some games. They didn't start, but he played some games last year, and now he's going to essentially start the entirety of this year.
Yeah, man. So we've been paying attention to that. I mean, a guy that I like, man. I've been talking about him for a minute. I know he didn't have a good game against recently is Brendan Sorsby. He's a guy that the Raiders can probably look at maybe in the second round, maybe. Depends on how the season goes and the pre-draft process. I'm looking at I'm being realistic, man. I'm not sure if the Raiders are gonna be up there early to pick early. I mean, how bad they are, how bad they look, they deserve to be in the top 3 or top 5. But I'm not sure if when it's all said and done, because right now they're number 6 and they're tied at 2-7 with 2 other teams. And the only reason why those guys are picking ahead of them is because of strength of schedule. So, and the way Pete is moving, he's going to try to win he's going to try to win these games. And that might affect, the Raiders draft position. So we'll see. But
real quick. Joe Burrow, he played 2 years at LSU. He was at Ohio State, then he transferred to LSU. He played his junior year, and he was just mid. He's mad. I think they projected him as a 5th, 6th round pick. Then he came back and had the most impressive college season possibly of any quarterback ever outside of Cam Newton. And Gary Rice went to Mississippi Valley State. Ricky Beaver.
Mississippi Valley State. 1 second. Joe Burrow play. Okay. I like Drew Allar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe like you said, second or third round.
I think a third with that injury, because he's already kind of playing ass too. So it's like you bet no potential at that point.
You know what it is too? I could see someone taking him like in a second, just because like be like, oh man, that arm, you know, the traits, and like he called pro style. He comes from pro style off, and you know, just try to hype him up and whatever. And then he does have a little bit of experience compared to some of the guys that are gonna go. So he got some experience too as well. I don't know. Like, hey, does he even come out? I mean, the way he kind of went out, it's kind of his stock right now would be super low. But I don't know if he has eligibility left and all that. It's gonna be tough.
So Quirk, I mean, I guess if you want to go just Division I football, because Cam Newton was at Florida, then he got kicked out, I think, for like stealing laptops or something like that. Then he went to, I think, Blinn, like it's a Division II college, and he put up like crazy historic numbers there. Then he went to Auburn, and obviously had probably the most impressive, you know, season of any quarterback in FBS ever. You know, dragging that team that I think had no pro players, and you know, I think Gus Malzahn. Nah, not Gus Malzahn. I forgot who the head coach was. It wasn't Gus Malzahn. But like a bum head coach too, dragged them to a national championship. Obviously, he won the Heisman. So. He technically had more than 1 year of starting experience. It just wasn't all that at Division I level.
Yeah. Martinez says, I'm thinking Pete told Mark to let me tank to get a QB. He probably told Mark is the nation. Yeah, I don't think that would be true. Mark has a weird view on how things should happen. Like he feels like every team should win right away. I don't know it, because for some reason, like there's pressure on these guys like right away. Like every coach feels pressure because of not winning right away. But like if we look at the roster, we look at the team. I'm like, but it's not a good team. It's not a good team at all.
Because know what it is?
Maybe outside of maybe McDaniels, because he kind of like hyped it up. You know, it's like they went all in on Derek Carr and they re-signed all those guys, so people are kind of excited to see the offense, and it kind of fell flat. But yeah, this I don't. How did they even go? Why would they even think that this is a team that's ready to win now? Like what? And it feels like they're trying to do both. They're trying to rebuild and trying to win now. It's just like, what makes them even think that? Like, especially with everybody being the way they are.
No, what I think it is, I think these guys, like, you ever get in a job interview, and you know, obviously you be trying to sell yourself. So I'm sure they get in a job interview and they be trying to sell themselves as a guy that can come in, you know, like, oh no, like this team's not far away. I know I could do it. I can get it done. And then it doesn't happen. And then, you know, obviously Mark is looking at it like, well, Moho, you said, and Mark not that football smart. He said it before. So he's looking at it like, well, dang, dog, you said you can get it done. You said we weren't that far off. And now you telling me that, you know, that like you need all of this, like Pete Carroll, like, he was selling, so I win 10 games every year, and you know, tell Max, tell him to buckle up, whatever he said, whatever nonsense he was saying when he was selling wolf tickets this entire offseason. So he's saying we should be saying nonsense like that, bro. You set yourself up to fail, bro, and that's what he did, bro. He's falling flat on his face.
No, facts. Man, we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Here we go. Let's see. So this is what happened last week. We had this is the update here. This is the total record here. So right now I'm at 76, 49 and 1, Severe 75, 51, and Min is 85, 40 and 1. So how we did last week was
can't see, it's not on the screen.
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, hold on. Let me see. How about now? All right, here you go. So last week you went 8-5 Severe. I went 9-4, and then Mint also went 9-4. So that means we tied up. So that means like not tied up on as far as record as you can see on the screen, but
exactly.
meaning that I didn't gain anything, but I didn't lose anything, and finally broke the tie by 1 game. So this is a big week right here for you, Severe, man. You gotta have to not play catch up, but more so like if you could take it either you could tie it up or take a step back, or you take a big lead, like as far as the number 2 spot, because right now, man, Mint got
run away with it. We got a commanding lead.
Man, we gonna have to figure something out. I'm gonna have to figure something out, like as far as because we're gonna have to get that lead down, man. It's crazy. It's kind of like a repeat of last year. It was just the way, if you have that first week, it really determines like the lead for the majority of the season, especially if it's a big lead.
Yeah, I started off strong like 3-4 weeks, and then I was just consistent. I was like, I'm finishing now how I finished last year, where it was like 9 here, like 9. But then you started out hella bad, and then you had some like in the middle you was kind of consistent, but then toward the end you kind of picked up steam, and then right at the end, you kind of fell off.
Yeah, I came back. It came down to the last 2, but that last week I was like, I knew it was a long shot. Like it wasn't even going. It was a long shot, but it was super close though, all the way to the end. That being said, we got the Falcons, Colts this week. Who we got, Severe?
Man, I'm gonna go with the Colts at home, coming off the loss. It did me dirty in Pittsburgh, so I think they're gonna, they're gonna lick their wounds. I think this is a get right game for them. I think it's gonna be a tough game though, because Falcons obviously they have a good defense. Michael Penix is a shot in the arm for that team. Bijan is special, but I wasn't expecting Michael Penix to play last week, so that kind of threw me for a curveball. But I'm still rolling with the Colts.
All right. Going with the Colts. I seen something where there was like Daniel Jones has he's up there with the league leaders as far as going to his first read, and Steelers kind of caught on to that and had a game plan to take away his first option, and it probably affected him. So I don't know. It's a copycat league, and Atlanta is a good they're a pretty good defensive team, what they've shown so far this season. Yeah, really. But at home, they got Jonathan Taylor. You know what I mean?
It's in Germany.
Oh, it's in Germany. Oh, damn, that's no man's land right there. Like anything can happen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the Colts have the better white players. In Germany. I'm rolling with them.
Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go. On that note, I'm going with Atlanta, man. I'm taking the brothers in Atlanta.
Umar
Johnson. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go. I gotta gain some steam on this. I gotta figure out a way to pick some upsets. So I'm gonna go Falcons, man. Falcons. This is gonna be my upset. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, but it's a random game, man. Overseas, so you never know. And let me see what Mint got. Let's see what he was able to pick this week. I already know Mint is gonna. He's feeling himself, so he's gonna go super aggressive.
Yeah, it didn't hurt him last week. Shoot.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if CJ doesn't get hurt, bro, that's just crazy. He had the Cardinals winning, bro, and they won.
He got the Colts. All right, so I guess I already knew it was gonna be an upset pick. All right. We got Saints and Panthers. Man, I'm gonna have to go Panthers on this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, but is Bryce Young playing? I know he's been hurt like the last couple of weeks.
I don't even care, bro.
Yeah, because Saints kind of they're like on they're on tank mode. Saints for sure gonna take a quarterback.
Yeah, they got to, bro.
But you know what I respect about the Saints though? The way they have addressed the quarterback position the last few years is exactly how I want the Raiders to address the quarterback situation. They look at it as it's a numbers game. Until they find out who it is, you keep drafting until you get it right, man. And they got it started with in the 5th round with Spencer Rattler. Obviously, he came into the season as a starter, but they drafted, Tyler Shuck in the 2nd round this year, and now he's the starter. So right now they're just evaluating. And to be honest with you, Tyler Shuck, it's in his hands. If he wants to be the franchise guy, if he wants to be the star moving forward, he has to win. He has to really show out and win some games to make it a harder decision for them to take a quarterback early.
Yeah,
But
Tyler Shuck will look ass.
Yeah, I know. It's like, damn, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna take a quarterback. So I'm gonna go Panthers.
Yeah. But look, you stopped short. Because before that, they took Hainer out of Fresno State. So I want to say they've taken the guy 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Like, so he was. So
true.
it's like they keep taking guys. It's like, bro, that's what you do.
I wasn't high on Hainer though.
I wasn't high on Hainer either. But it's like,
yeah, that's true.
Take him. Take him. If you think he has some intangibles, he played well, he put up some numbers. If you like it, go ahead, do that. And at least you have a guy there developing. If nothing else, bro, like the Raiders just been sitting on their hands forever. It's like, bro, you got to get in the game. But with that being said, bro, Tyler Shuck is terrible, and he's like 52 years old, bro. I'm going Panthers.
Oh man, so let's see. You said you're going with
going with the Panthers.
Panthers. All right, yeah, his pickers right there. All right, so I guess everybody's picking the Panthers today. Mint also went with the Panthers. All right, and we got the Giants and Bears this week. Oh, damn! This would be a nice little upset pick here. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was watching Jackson Dart last week, the Niners. I'm like, man, this boy, he's making plays, but it's just they don't. It's just, man, they right now they don't got no dogs right now. Like Theo Johnson was dropping passes, rookie tight end. I know they got a receiver out there that's been making plays. He's like the number 2 guy or number 2 receiver that Jack and Dart's been going to with Neighbors out, and then the running back going out. Cam Scatterboy, I was watching him. I'm like, he's pretty good, man. He's not a bad player. I kind of like the other day I was kind of like shitting on him, but he's not a bad player. But
he's good.
He's cool. I feel like I know where his ceiling is at though when I watch him play. That's what I feel like. That's all. When I watch him play, like I felt like I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna be one of them, like grind it out, physical. You just gotta stay healthy though, because he plays kind of like
He'll be out the league in like 5-6 years. But hey, hey, bro, he don't have made his millions, bro. Hey, that's what it is.
Hey, but he was drafted in the 4th round. That's the crazy.
Exactly. So he gonna go hard in the paint for 4 years, bro. Sacrifice his body, and then you move on, as you should with the running back.
Yeah. Man, I could see the Bears losing this, but I'm gonna go Bears. I'm gonna play safe. Bears at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bears too. I mean, I love the Giants' defensive line, and obviously, Jackson Dart. This is one of the guys that I liked all of last year at QB, but he can't do it all by himself.
Looks like it's Bears all across the board. Minted also
bad.
went Bears. We got to get Minted back on here, man. Hopefully we get him on soon.
Yeah,
a guy.
I can't be going with y'all, bro. I'm behind.
Jaguars, Texans.
Oh,
in Houston.
Oh, that's easy. I got this one.
Damn, I don't even like. I didn't even like it. Like I didn't like what I seen when the Raiders played the Jaguars. Jaguars look like, even though they were moving the ball, they weren't.
Yeah.
I know they got Jacoby, but Lawrence did not. That was a disgusting throw he had in the red zone. But he did play a little better after that. But oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go Texans here.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Texans got a hell of a hell of a defense. Obviously, Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson is proven. Anybody that said Tyree even had the possibility of being a better player than him, foolish, making them look bad. Derek Stingley, for my money, is the best corner in the league. I know people like PS2. In my opinion, it's Derek Stingley. And then Kamari Lassiter, he's a hell of a corner as well. One of the best young corners in the league in the second year.
You feel like he's a better athlete? You feel like he's a better athlete than
yeah, he's a better athlete.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But PS2, bro, his technique is, you could tell his dad was a corner, bro. His technique is flawless, bro. And he's a good athlete. He's not a bad athlete. He's a good athlete too, but his technique is just, bro, pristine. But I'm gonna go Jags, man. You know, Jacoby. I think Jacoby comes out there, man. Jacoby, you hear about the bet that LS has, and he already paid up half. He gonna make him feel bad for it. He gonna make him feel bad. Jacoby go for 200 and a touchdown.
All right. You going Jags?
I'm going Jags.
All right. Let's see, man. They need a reliable receiver, so they got what they needed on offense.
You know, Brian, I was looking at something. Brian Thomas has like a 17% drop rate, bro. That's like crazy. Yeah,
I think there's a reason why they were trying to see what they can get from him. They were like, maybe we should trade this guy, because this is a new regime. This regime didn't draft him, so they're not really tied into Brian Thomas. So all they know is this Brian Thomas. They don't know the Brian Thomas from last year, who was one of the surprises of that rookie class. But Minted also went Jags, so I guess I'm going with the upset pick. Texans, man. Hey, man, just at home, division game. We'll see. We'll see.
I will say, CJ Stroud is still in concussion protocol.
Oh, damn. Look at this. Look at that evil smile. That right there was an evil smile.
Nah, but look. Now, peep this. They should have won this last week. They could have won this last week with Davis Mills, because they're built on defense and running the ball. Like, they're built on defense and running the ball. So CJ ain't been like lights out outside of like a few games, but they run the ball with Nick Chubb. Davis Mills does what he does. Like, you know, he just takes care of the ball. I think they can win.
Let me see here. Let me make this bigger. Pick flip, Jags 5, Texans 2. That's the score.
It's gonna be a low scoring game, bro. It'll be a low scoring game.
All good. Hey, man, appreciate you subscribing, man. Appreciate you coming through, Martinez. Ain't nobody catching it. Rice Emmitt Smith records. Oh, no, hell no. Nah. Damn. Davis Mills starting. Oh, I mean, he's not a bad backup quarterback. He has starter experience, but damn, with that offensive line and just man. Yep. Well, maybe I get lucky, man. Maybe I get lucky.
A boy coming back rested too. He didn't play at all. Travon Walker, he didn't play at all last week. Damn near, he got like a whole 3/4 of rest.
Yeah. Bills, Dolphins. Who you got, Severe? It's a divisional game.
Come on, bro.
Hey, this could go either way, man. It could go either way.
It could go either way. It could be Bills by a whole lot or Bills by a lot.
I heard Tua guaranteed the win too. Tua guaranteed the win,
bro. I hope he did do some nonsense like that. That's Bills. Bills by a landslide.
I'm just playing. Tua did not guarantee the win, but you know.
I hope not.
Yeah. Got the Bills. So yeah, I'm going Bills here. I ain't playing around. And let's see what Minty got here. I'm sure he got the Bills as well, but you know, just gotta. Yep, got the Bills. Let's see.
How many favorites have I picked? Because that is what LS judges me by. How many of these have been favorites?
Favorites based off what, like their record?
Yeah, or based on the betting odds. That's what was telling me. But you gotta look at it. It ain't gonna say it right there on the screen. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not gonna say it on here.
Right.
But I mean, like, you went Panthers, you went Colts, you went Bears. Technically, those are teams with better records. You went Jaguars, better record.
I'm probably
Bills,
all favorites.
better record.
Far.
So you went with all the favorites based off the current records. So
it's probably all favorites. Only one might not be favorite. Maybe not the Falcons. That's the only one that.
Ooh, hey man, this one right here, man. We got the Vikings, and Ravens. Vikings were able to get a big win with JJ McCarthy at quarterback. I know you were like, yeah, he's trash. Might still feel the same way, but he was able to get the W.
He played well last week.
Yeah, but man, these are two teams that like, man, on the road, Minnesota. I'm gonna go Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens here.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Ravens here. Brian Flores, blitz Lamar. You want, man? He gonna do what he do, man.
Damn. Yeah. Damn. I was going Ravens as well. I was hoping both of y'all would pick the Vikings. I'm going Ravens as well. Action Jackson's back, doing his thing. I think that's going to kind of rejuvenate the entire offense. I'm going Ravens as well. I just don't. But the Ravens secondary is horrible. But I just don't like JJ McCarthy. I just don't like JJ McCarthy. I just don't like him.
It's like, you know, but it is the Vikings at home too, and
yeah,
they do
Kevin
got pieces.
O'Connell.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell, man, he's a good coach.
Yeah, know who hired Kevin O'Connell in Philadelphia? Chip Kelly.
As a what? I
think it's like quality control. Yeah, quality control coach. Like that.
Okay. Man, I wish Kevin O'Connell was our coach, let alone our offensive coordinator. Man, that would be, man. That's
head coach. Yeah, hell, damn that head coach, bro. That would be perfect.
Yep. All right. So, let me go. So you went Ravens too?
Yeah, I want Ravens. Yeah.
Let's see. Man, you were holding that in, huh?
Yeah, I was trying. Man, I was hoping you would go Vikings. I was hoping you go for a shiny object, but you didn't.
But guess who did?
Mint.
Makes
sense.
Yeah,
that's it. I hate giving. I just like that. I hate giving Mint that one because it could be.
Yeah, it's like he gets the good ones, like because we're trying to like. But the thing is though, like we're trying to pick upsets, but he's. It's like
he's in coast. He's in coast mode right now, man. He's in coast mode.
He's coasting. We got Browns Jets. Oh man, this has draft implications here, man. This is big.
Exactly.
Browns and Jets. So I hope the Browns win this game.
Yeah.
Because then it would drop the Jets. But either way, it would help the Raiders, no matter what.
Either way help the Raiders. But I just think that
I don't.
Either way.
No, I hope the Browns win this game. I hope the Browns win this game. Because that means it would be that much closer to getting a top spot or whatever. But New York Jets, they look kind of they got their first win, but they're not a good team, and they trade away a lot of their good players. But the Browns, it's kind of like Raiders of the Midwest right now. Like they got some. It's just ugly on offense. Damn. I'm gonna go Browns. Go Browns. I'm going with what I hope happens. But Jets really don't. I really don't care. This is basically a toss up. Any team can win this game.
I'm going. Damn. See, I'm going Browns too. It's the Jets. I
thought you was gonna go with your boy.
I can't do it, bro. I cannot do it, bro. I cannot do it. I will play the odds all day. I will play those odds all day, bro. I look 7 times I've been right. So he got me once. 7 times I've been good. So I'm gonna go with the Browns. I don't like Dylan Gabriel. There's a chance that he gets knocked out of the game, and somebody has to come in. Whether they let Shador be that guy or not remains to be seen.
That'd be crazy if Shador came into the game. If he starts winning games for them too, man.
Watch. Do we play the Browns? We play the Browns, right? Watch. Shador gonna play versus us. Watch. Shador gonna play versus us.
Damn, and if he's killing, man, it's gonna look so bad on the Raiders too.
Oh my goodness,
It's gonna
bro.
look
It's gonna
terrible.
look like Tom Brady. This is
Oh,
your boy. It's supposed to be.
Bruh, like if he played, bro, because we could have easily got him, man. Like, and that's my thing too. Is just I know we keep, just bringing up this point, but it's just the Raiders, just them not trying to get a quarterback if their quarterback in the first round is not. It's like you still can grab a quarterback.
Like, bro.
You still can
Exactly.
grab, and in the money rounds though, like the money rounds like second to like I'll say fourth, or even maybe the latest maybe a fifth if you get lucky if someone drops, which we've seen in the past years. But instead they didn't take one the year before this. This year they took Cam Miller in the sixth, which is basically like I don't know why that dude's an undrafted like that. I never understood that pick. Like to this day, like it shit don't make no sense. Like no one was gonna pick him up
At all, bro.
It's just not smart at all. But it is what it is. Minted also went the Browns. Also we went Browns all the way. So I think we're hoping for this outcome.
Ooh, this is a good game right here. This Thursday
Patriots,
night.
Buccaneers, Tampa. Ooh, I know who I'm going with, man. And it's gonna be the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks, man. Give me the Bucks, man. Because Patriots really haven't played. I don't know if they play. They've a lot of their wins. I don't think they played a good team. Oh, did they have one good win? They might probably have one good win in there against
Maybe.
a good team.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't remember them beating like good teams through the stretch. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks because it's gonna be both teams are like 1-6-2. Obviously, I think Bucks probably coming off. They might be coming off a bye. They're coming off a bye for sure. So I'm going Bucks. Yeah, I'm going Bucks.
Oh, they beat the Bills. Somebody said they beat the Bills.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, that's a good win then. It's a good win for sure.
Man, know what? I think Mint is gonna go Bucks. So I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna go. if Jacoby go for 200, bro, yeah, it's like it's. Oh my goodness.
Man.
I think Mint gonna go Bucks. So I'm gonna be strategic here. I think the Patriots are a live underdog. I'm gonna go Patriots.
Pats ain't playing, but Bucks roll. Okay. All right. So you go Patriots.
Yeah, I'm sure Mint win Bucks.
All right. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Let me check what Mint got. Let's see here. What the chat talking about?
Shador ain't gonna see the light of day. He got injured by not playing or getting first team reps. He had like 2 or 3 injuries. But yeah, see, man, it's the one time that he should be the second string quarterback. All of a sudden he has a back injury. So in the situation where he'd be one play away, then he all of a sudden he's injured and Bailey Zappi. It's like, come on, bro. Like I also said, Stefanski playing games, bro. Like, and I just don't like it, man. If you don't want the kid, understandable, but don't try to bury him, dog. It looks suspect.
Yeah, and that's why you don't like Stefanski too, because if he like possibly gets fired, you don't like him because he plays the games that he's playing is kind of ugly.
Yeah, especially when you need a young quarterback. Like I don't want that kind of dynamic playing out here. I think he's a good coach though, but
yeah. Well, that's why that's why I like when regimes are all on the same page. That's very important when GMs and coaches are on the same page. Mind you, you could argue that like the Shador getting drafted was probably because of the owner, maybe not the GM, and because I know Andrew Berry's. I think he's probably been there since Stefanski got hired, so he's been there for a minute. So I think they're on the same page. But yeah, that's an ugly situation. But yeah, man, I guess I got the upset this week. I got the Bucks. Both of y'all got the Patriots. Next game
Patriots?
we got.
Patriots.
He went Patriots. Yep.
Yeah, you ain't even letting your boy get the upsets, bro. Damn, dog. I'm trying to get my upsets
I like this one. My other one's kind of questionable. My other upsets picks are
smooth one. That's a smooth one.
Yeah, this one's smooth. Cardinals, Seahawks. Another divisional game. I'm going Seahawks, man.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't playing around.
I'm gonna go Cardinals again. I'm going Seahawks too. Ride the hot hand of Jacoby Brissett, man. Go ahead.
Hey, let's just say that Mint went with Cardinals. Now I'm playing.
I know, right? He did last week, bro. That paid off like a mug, bro. We was laughing at the time, and that pick came through, bro. Who was it? Who they beat? The Cowboys?
Yeah, they got the Cowboys in Monday Night Football, and they kind of like shut them down too. They shut them down.
They dogged him, bro.
Yeah, he went Seahawks too, so it is what it is. All right. Next game up here, we got Rams 49ers. Another divisional game. I'm going Rams. On this one. I'm gonna be simple here. But it is on the road though, and like 49er. I'm not gonna lie, division games, 49er Rams games, those kind of go either way. Especially the 49ers when they're healthy, but it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of close. I don't know.
It is kind of, damn.
Damn, 49ers are 6-3. I have a friend who was a big Niner fan, and he thinks the NFL is trash. He's all like, I can't believe the 49ers. He's a big Niner fan. He's like, hey, the 49ers are trash. I don't know how they're 6-3. The NFL is trash this year. He says like there's no way the 49ers should be 6-3. Like they're not. He's like they're not. He's a very.
It's because it's Mac Jones too, bro. It's not even Brock Purdy. It's Mac Jones.
Yeah,
they don't have.
He's saying the NFL in general though. The NFL in general is not like.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
It's like a down year as far as like I don't know. And I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, there's not really a team that's dominating, really.
Yeah, that's what the NFL likes, though. They want parity. They want like any given Sunday. So that's what they want. They don't want like one team run away with it, you know.
But usually there's like there's a few top teams though. There's a few but there's not really no one is really kind of taking it.
There are, but people just don't take them like the Colts. Just nobody takes them seriously.
Yeah.
It's like there's a top team, the Rams 6-2. There's nobody. They like it's just not your. All right, it's like man, I don't know for whatever reason, because Sean McVay.
I respect the Rams though. I respect Sean McVay and
Sean McVay and Les Snead. That's what you need, bro. That's what you want in your guys. Like Sean McVay coaches them up. Les Snead he handles the personnel. Sean McVay is a genius. Matthew Stafford playing it, man. Yeah. I gotta go with the Rams, man. Matthew Stafford is balling. They got Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Puka Nacua is out there going crazy. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams, man. It's tough because divisional game, but yeah.
Looks like Rams all across the board. Minted also went with the Rams. Lions Commanders. Who you got, sir?
Go Lions, man. Obviously, Marcus Mariota. It's a tough week from my cousin Jaden last week. But Goff is good. St. Brown is good. Jahmyr Gibbs is good. They got Ashton Genty Sr. and David Montgomery. So I'm going with the Lions.
Man, yeah, it's an ugly game, man. Yeah, so Minted also went Lions, so we went Lions all across the board. Francis says Lions dominate. Got you. Ricky says Rams and Lions. Okay, I feel you, man. We on the same page.
Yeah.
LS says I genuinely believe the Bucks are far and away the best team in the league right now. Yeah, man. I like the Bucks, man. Like they've won some close games. Baker's played some good football. It's just they kind of like with them when you question them sometimes it's like just the health. Like at the receiver position. I know Evans is out for the season, right? Yeah, I think he's out for the season.
Basically.
He's out for the season. Godwin, I think, is hurt. Does he come back? I don't know if he's healthy. I don't know if he's healthy coming off that bye week. So we'll see.
I think Buka's been nicked up too.
Yeah. They need to do something about that. This 49ers need to fire their strength and conditioning coach, and I think the Rams might need to do the same thing because for some reason the receivers keep getting hurt. I don't know what's going on, bro. Steelers and Chargers. Who you got, Spear?
Ooh.
Oh, Chargers is sneaky 6-3. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, damn. I'm gonna go.
And Inglewood too. This is Inglewood, man.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing now. We know what time it is, bro. That don't mean nothing, bro. This is gonna be a home game for the Steelers. We already know that. It's gonna be a Steelers home game. I'm gonna go Steelers, man. I think all across the offensive line, the Chargers are pretty nicked up. So it's gonna be tough to run the ball, tough to protect. Herbert. I'm gonna go Steelers, man. It's gonna be a tough one because I'm gonna go Steelers.
All right, Steelers. I'm gonna go, man. It's at home. I know Steelers fans travel pretty well, but that's really not what I'm looking at right here. Steelers, they don't have me sold. They've been kind of inconsistent. It's like I know they're 5-3, but like they've just had moments where like they had some bad losses. I know they had a bad loss against the Bengals, but they were they let Flacco, and I know they got some receivers over there, but still.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Flacco been going bananas though, bro. Flacco damn near throw for 400 yards. Bro. He does this every year, bro. He did it with the Browns. He did it with the coach, bro. Like Flacco he just know how to hoop.
He's a good backup quarterback, man. He's a good backup quarterback. Because he's been there, done that. He's won a Super Bowl. Like he's been there, done that. He has a good his arm. You know what I mean? Like obviously in his prime, he had one of the best arms in football, and he still got a good arm. So
yeah. Flacco's that old dude at the Y. Like he ain't got no quicks. He just know how. Hey, he get it done, bro. He got smooth post game.
He's crafty. He got some skill. Like you know what I mean. Like he's savvy. Just savvy. You know what I mean. Just got experience. Plays smart.
Always name Rick. It was Rick. Look how man Rick.
He'll do some sneaky stuff. Try to when you try to box, like he'll try to box you out, and he'll tug you down, a little bit.
Hook you. Or come off the post and hook you around. He be like, all right, bro, you got me. You got that.
Yeah. All right. Minted also went Steelers. Let's go.
Damn, man is killing my stuff, man. Dang. He killing my upset.
I'll take this as an upset pick for sure. Damn, my other upset picks might be. God damn, it might break out. Yeah, I should have never did that.
You're killing my strategy right now, man.
Eagles, Packers, Monday Night Football. This might be the game of the week as far as I don't know who might win this game. This is sheesh. You got the Packers who like to complain about the tush push. You remember early on when they were talking about that, like they were the only team that voted after they lost to the Eagles because of the tush push, and then it started gaining some steam and people start talking about it more, and then they're like, yeah, they're getting close to like banning that. Probably by next offseason it might be gone. You never know. Eagles, Packers, man. Packers lost the last game too, I think.
Yeah, they lost to the Panthers. I want to say, was it the Panthers? I think it was the Panthers.
Nah, it wasn't against the Panthers. It was
no, Eagles, or you said the Packers?
No, the Packers lost last game.
Oh, I don't know who it was.
Man, this one's a tough one.
Somebody lost to the Panthers. Was it the Eagles that lost to the Panthers then?
I don't remember.
No, it was the Packers. Got to be the Packers. I think the Packers lost to the Panthers. I thought.
I just remember Love like throwing one of the ugliest interceptions in red zone. I was like, what the hell? Last week where he just kind of threw it across the body in the red zone and like threw it up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who it was, but I know the Packers lost last week, and they lost. I think they lost Tucker Graff too.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, they lost him. You know what? I'm gonna go Eagles. I ain't playing around.
Eagles, damn.
Eagles. Let me just do the Eagles pick. I know this might be a big game for the Packers because I know they want to prove to the like they're gonna try to prove and be like, man, we're Super Bowl contenders because the Eagles are defending champs.
Yeah.
You
Dang,
know,
man.
but this is like this can go either way. Though I ain't gonna lie. Let me see.
Know what?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I think you're right. Ricky said Panthers beat the Packers 16-13.
Okay, yeah. See, yeah, because I remember I think I was talking to somebody and I was like, the Packers play.
Oh, they play down to their competition.
Exactly.
That's what their problem is.
That's what I'm saying. They play to level of competition, so I think they're gonna get up for this game. I think this is gonna be a big game for them. Man, and they coming off a nasty loss too.
Yeah.
It'll be at home. I think Jordan Love gonna want to prove a point. But the Eagles might want some revenge though. But you know what? I think Mint probably went Eagles. I'm assuming if he ain't mess up my strategy again. So this is my. I get a live underdog. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the Packers and hope Mint didn't undercut me.
Yeah, man, this can go either way, but I can see that happening too, just because of them coming off a bad loss and they're trying to. Guess what?
He picked the Packers.
Upset pick of the week.
You got the Eagles as an upset?
No, you got the Packers.
Oh, I got the okay. Yeah. See, I don't feel great about that one.
You're like, what?
I don't feel great about that upset pick though. But I just, I need some, bro. I can't. I got it. I got to go for some. If it's a live underdog, I got to take a chance.
Yeah. Man, I went super aggressive this week with that Falcons pick. Let's see.
The Falcons coaches, that's kind of wild right there. But I ain't gonna hold you.
I know that.
They got a hell of a defense though. They got a hell of a defense.
The only thing, you know what? If it was like at home, if it was really like at the Colts or even in Atlanta, it's just when those overseas games, for some reason they're just like
It's weird.
It's just weird, and on top of that, like, Daniel Jones kind of struggled, and when I seen that statistic where about him, like a large percentage of his passes are like first read passes, and then the fact that Steelers were taking advantage of that. Shit, hey, the Falcons, it's copycat league. They might go ahead and do something with that. But
who'd the Colts trade AD Mitchell to?
The Jets.
Did you him to the Jets? Oh, okay, that's wild.
He was in that trade.
That's cold. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
They did him filthy, bro. That's still filthy.
Just because of that. That's just because. And it was. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't one of those like where he was being cocky. Like he wasn't being cocky and just being dumb. It was just like actually like a mistake. Like he just messed up, and it was close. We had to replay it and to see and confirm and everything. R.I.P. Mitchell. Nah, man, that's still doing too much. You good, bro? AD Mitchell, man. But I actually like AD Mitchell, man. I think he has some potential.
He's super athletic too.
Super athletic. That's a perfect man. That's a nice little receiver core. Like as far as like potential. Garrett Wilson is like the route runner, but he's kind of like the speedy guy, like the guy that can take the top off the defense. Mm-hmm. But they need a quarterback. But I don't know, man. The Jets, they did all that work. They did all those trades, but at the end of the day, like, just like they look at people look at the Raiders and be like, oh, it's the Raiders. It's the Jets too. Like, at the end of the day.
I mean, look, they think about it this, right? They hit on Quinnen, they hit on Sauce Gardner, they hit on Membu. Like they have some, like we hit on Brock, and that's about it.
I don't even understand why they even did all. Like I understand, like it kind of guarantees them. They really didn't have to do that. They had young guys under contract. All they had to do was like, because I mean, if you look at the record, I mean, it's not like they were winning. Like it was a record where they're still going to get a top pick. I don't know if they want to guarantee themselves to get a quarterback, but. Because imagine like a quarterback coming to a team with all the talent that they traded away. Like they got established talent. Now they have to like actually like it's start over from scratch. Because the Raiders are not in that situation. The Raiders are not in a situation where we have multiple players where we could trade and get that amount of players. Last time we had that was like Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper. We were able to capitalize, but that's about it.
You look at it like this. Well, basically everybody they gave away was on the defensive side of the ball, though. They got defensive head coach, so maybe they're trying to allocate more resources to the offensive side of the ball and say, you know what, we have a good enough head coach in terms of his defensive mind that he can figure it out defensively. But we need to provide some firepower and some more resources to the offensive side of the ball. So when we draft a young quarterback, he can have some success early on. That's the only thing I can think of they could be thinking.
They trade away defensive pieces that will do nothing to
Oh
help
yeah,
the
it is.
QB.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. You know, like what do they always say? There's always someone saying about like a quarterback's best friend is run game. A quarterback's best friend is tight end. Everything is a quarterback's best friend when it's a benefit to him, including a good defense, because that means there's more opportunities for them to like score, for them to like have an opportunity to win games. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like we'll see how it shakes out. I mean, I think that, you know, Chill Ray says Colts overpaid for Sauce. He had 2 first-round picks. Yeah,
it made sense for them though. I think we talked about it. We talked about the other show.
But the Quinnen Williams one was kind of like, man, I don't know. I don't know if they.
Quinnen Williams, man, I love Quinnen Williams. I think over there, I think he'll serve. I think he'll serve over there.
Well, with him and Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
But do they have a edge? I don't know if they have an edge person though. You have to draft
No.
that. They're probably gonna look to draft that. Especially, it's a good class to even draft edge, so they're probably gonna look to draft one.
That's it. That too.
Draft.
And that might have been part of the calculation in trading Micah as well.
Yeah. That's you gotta play. Sometimes you gotta play 3D chess, man. But we appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure to clock in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Severe, man, let the good people know where they can find you, what to look forward to, all that good stuff.
You guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, X, IG, everywhere. The Severe Raider. Holla at your boy, man. Sundays and Wednesdays with my guys, Chris from Protect the Shield and 805 Raider in the Raider War Room. Obviously, Tuesdays and Thursdays with PharoahNFL, the 50-50 show, and Around the Shield. And Mondays, man, holla at your boy. We had a lot of fun on Monday, man. Rocked out, fun show, man. Talked a lot of shit. So, we come back this Monday, man. Run it back again. Hopefully, I'll add a little bit more technology this week, man. Just keep building.
There you go. LS says QB's best friend isn't a D tackle, but I was saying defense overall, and those guys were like the best players on the defense.
Best player on the team, period.
But
look, keep this though. You talking about the quarterback's best friend? Who did they keep? That was in a lot of trade rumors.
Garrett Wilson, was it Garrett Wilson? Not Garrett.
No.
The running back.
Brees Hall.
But the only reason why they didn't trade him was because their asking price was a 3rd round. Mm-hmm. And the only team that, well, I don't want to say the only team, but the teams that were offering, they weren't offering that high. And I think one of the offers was on the table was from the Chiefs, which I'm glad it didn't go through because I don't want to see the Chiefs get any good players. Mm-hmm. But Chiefs put a 4th rounder on the table reportedly. Nice. They said they passed on it, so it was like, all right, well.
But it's look, he's a good player. But like, if you're just trying to get resources, bro, like a 4th and a 3rd, I mean, it's gonna be a late 4th though. That's the bad thing too, though. It's like it's basically a 5th, so that's kind of disgusting. But if you're offloading assets at that point, you know, he ain't not part of your future plans. Like he gonna walk in 2 years or something anyway. So get what you can get for him.
Yeah, man, we'll see. But they traded they traded a lot of pieces on that defense. I think like Michael Carter, they obviously, you know, Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
They still kept Jermaine Johnson, who's also in trade rumors. But you know, that's the Jets, man. The Raiders we got folks on the Raiders, man. We got to see what they can do and what the improvements they can make. And you guys can just follow us. We'll continue this conversation. We'll be back here on the 50-50 show next Tuesday. Obviously, Thursday Around the Shield. Make sure to tune in. We appreciate everybody pulling up. Just make sure to follow us for the latest and greatest for new content. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Also follow Around the Shield on X and IG, man. Make sure to go ahead and do that. We're trying to go that platform over there, and you get the latest news, latest Raider news, rumors, memes, podcast clips, all that good stuff, man. You can get it over there. Make sure to Give us a follow there. LS says, or Chill Ray says, another interesting thing is the Jets took the Cowboys 2027 first, not their 2026 for Quentin Williams.
Yeah, it's probably the only way they can get it to get it done. You know, is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
But no,
okay.
but
because they could have took the Packers, because the Packers they had multiple first round picks this year.
Yeah,
and the Packers and.
But as you said before though, this is an edge class. So they probably want to keep those resources because they probably want to use one on the edge and one somewhere else, possibly running back maybe.
Yeah, the Jets went all in on their future. They just like, guys, we're not gonna.
Bro, I love it.
It is what
don't
it
mess
is,
around
man.
with it, bro. Don't mess around.
Yeah, but I don't know. Certain guys should be like, does it make that much sense? We it's hard to find sometimes certain guys at certain positions, especially premium positions too. It's like it's kind of risky, but we'll see, man. Hey, make sure to clock in or at this point clock out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're on the way out. Severe, any last thoughts before we head out?
SS baby, #SS.
There you go, man. We'll be back here next week. Peace.
Just win, baby. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.